Look at us go.
Fucking tasty. I don't hear it.
Good evening and welcome to Order Marcana. I'm your Dungeon Master, Wes Babcock, and I'm here with some friends to play Dungeons and Dragons. Namely,
We're
these
not
friends.
sick.
We're not sick anymore. We took 2 weeks off because of holidays and sick. But here's who we're playing some Dungeons and Dragons with tonight. On my left, we have Ansley and Seth, and to my right, we
I'm
have
not Seth.
Matt and
Ansley,
Tila.
just
I'm
say.
sure they figured that out since it says your name.
But it says Riven.
Yeah, it says
well.
Riven.
In about 4 minutes, it'll switch over and say her name. So.
Well, I just had to make that clear because we clearly look identical.
I was confused.
Right.
Yeah, you were
Yeah, we
confused.
Yeah.
Your hair's a little grown out.
But before we jump back into A Dance in the Dark, let's talk about cool stuff that we normally talk about. First off, if you want really cool audio for your games, then check out Tabletop Audio. Have really cool soundscapes and really cool soundboards that you can use to put together all kinds of great sounds for your RPG, whether it is a fantasy medieval type game all the way to crazy futuristic space stuff. So check them out at tabletopaudio.com. Totally free to use, and lots of new content comes out regularly. So check them out, tabletopaudio.com. Also, check out our artist, Alexis. You can see her on Instagram and Twitter at Tattoos by Alexis. She did all of our character portraits, and she does amazing work at a great price and gets it turned around super quick. So check her out on the socials at Tattoos by Alexis and get some artwork done for your characters in your RPG game as well. So we got all the announcements out of the way. We got a big game tonight. Lots of stuff to do. Catch up after 2 weeks. So without further ado, unless anybody else has anything else they want to add, let's play some fucking Dungeons and Dragons.
Woo!
A lot of those are on the trailer park. So.
Meth Gators. That's what we're jumping in with tonight, apparently.
Myth Gators. Tonight.
So let's get a quick recap from last time, because I don't remember what happened 2 weeks ago. Does anybody else remember what happened 2
I
weeks
think
ago?
Genesis ate meat,
And then
Raw meat,
raw meat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
and it
then
tasted like something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it tasted like raw meat.
Right. Let's see. You fought a chimera.
Oh, yeah, that happened.
That nearly did work.
And then I did some work on his butt.
There was some
That was some
rather
good butt work.
Yep.
rather terrible anal intrusions by Lord Arth.
You're welcome.
But you
Some
found.
flashbacks.
Let's see. What else happened while you were down there?
We met the other. Was it a goblin?
That's right. Yeah. So you met with some goblins who had you go and fight this chimera, and you also killed some Lacrota.
Oh, yeah, those trash deer.
Yeah, the weird, crazy badger, deer, stinky death dog things.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you killed them. Kebzax and Fricks told you pretty much everything they knew, which was quite a bit. And you eventually made your way back to the residence that Truncheon and Magus shared. You solved a little puzzle to unlock the door and found Magus sitting on one hit point, bleeding out pretty much. And after talking to him, you may or maybe didn't learn anything. Who knows? But you taunted him and left him to die and wouldn't finish him off when he begged you to kill him and not be cowards. But
I slapped him a couple of times.
yeah, there was a lot of slapping going on by Riven, who's a psychopath.
A little slap and tickle.
Yeah, a little
Oh,
slap
let's tickle your face right there.
But
We ripped
yeah,
his arm
so
off in classic
yeah, so
Warframe fashion.
I
yeah,
was a bad cop. Everybody was the good cop.
yeah, so pretty much after you left Magus to die of his wounds, he'll be back. Spoilers. Yeah, so you are pretty much trying to make your decision of where you want to go, or what you want to do at this point. There was the intimation that the laboratory of this person who has been kidnapping the changelings is in Wroat, which is the capital of Breland. It's a little over a day's travel by the lightning rail, which at this point there's a lightning rail train scheduled to leave in about 2 hours if you wanted to jump aboard that and see your way northward. But that's pretty much our recap. So what do you guys want to do about it?
So
Let's go on the lightning rail.
So we're still standing out in the hallway, all kind of bloodied up and stuff, outside of this apartment, this dwelling.
Yeah.
All right.
Too bloody, right?
Yeah, I thought
I got a little beat up.
Well, it's
Yeah,
because you stood on the thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Yeah.
He was like, I wonder what this does. It's red. Clearly it's going to do
Don't
something
step on the
bad.
red thing.
Oh yeah, there was one other thing that happened last time. You Riven saved a courier that fell from a higher ward, and
We have that package.
you somehow managed to talk a package out of him that was addressed to Lady Elvenor.
Oh,
So you do have
handsome
that
elf
package
like
as well.
myself. Yeah, I definitely want to open up that package in such a way that we can close it back without her knowing.
Okay.
But also, I need to make some arrangements before we skip off to Wroat.
Okay. What sort of arrangements do you need to make?
I need to try to see if we can't find our buddy Dolg
Okay.
and try to tell him to keep an eye on the captain's daughter.
Okay.
And I need to get a new pistol because I threw my old one away after it fell apart for the third time.
Yeah, you can easily make your way back to the captain's daughter and find Dolg there. That is on your way to Terminus, which is where you'll need to catch the lightning rail.
Excellent.
And you can probably find a firearms dealer somewhere, or not firearm, but because there is no black powder, but you can probably find
Air arms.
a weapons dealer in either Terminus or in God, I can't remember where the captain's daughter is.
It's like we haven't been here in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Yeah, that's cool. That covers my bases.
Okay.
Will you ever pick up the hat for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the clothes
Yeah,
have
we're
been
rolling around
picked
in
up.
our
all the
Flavor
clothes-
Town gear.
Yeah.
All the
I'm
clothes have
rolling
been picked
around
up.
my flavor.
Favorite flavor. How
Yeah.
far away is the place where the tattoo thing does?
What?
English?
What are we doing?
Can you speak in common?
Yeah. Sorry.
You're speaking in Goblin again.
Try to remember English. What are these things called? The mark of finding the house, the
Oh, like-
thrash house.
Oh, the enclave.
Yes, the enclave.
So yeah, it would take you probably. Let's see. If you're in Cogsgate, you're gonna have to go up, and it would take you about an hour and a half to traverse there if
Okay.
you went by foot.
So I will send a courier. Are they easy enough to find? Or they're like posts?
Yeah, you can.
Offices.
There is basically you're gonna look for a Civis message station, which there is one in Terminus at the lightning rail station.
Because Six Stones was being played in how many days?
Like in a week.
In a week? I don't know how long we're going to be gone. Okay, yeah, I'm going to find a courier. And
Yeah, I mean, pretty much when you get to the lightning rail station, you could do that if you're trying to optimize your time.
yes, I will optimize my time when I get to the lightning rail.
Okay. Yeah, so like lightning rail stations are sort of like, they're like,
Hubs.
airports or train stations in the regular world, there's all kinds of stuff there,
So many room for
like services.
Excellent.
So you wanted to get what kind of weapon would you like to get?
I'm gonna tell the guy, look, the last pistol that I had, it fell apart several times, several days in a row. It was repaired twice by seemingly good craftsmen. However, it still fell apart. I need your best quality pistol.
All right. Well, he's just a human guy that runs this shop. He just kind of looks. He says, "I mean, of course we can outfit you with a pistol, but you have to take care of them, and they are somewhat finicky. Even the best made pistols have a tendency to foul upon you sometimes."
Well, the best made is still what I need.
All right. We've got a couple of options here. I've got, and he pulls out one that's, it's definitely somewhat larger. It has 4 barrels that appear to spin. So basically, it's instead of having the magazine like your little small one did, it basically has 4 chambers that you can load different types of shot into as well. So you can do like magical shot and things like that with it.
Oh,
He says, this one here, it's 250 gold for the pistol, and then, so I'll include 50 cartridges with that.
do you guys mind if I dip into the party fund a bit? I do need a weapon.
I don't mind.
I mean, I have weapons, but I need another weapon.
Need another one.
Yes. How big is this? Like,
It's like a Nerf pistol type size. It's probably 10 inches or so long, big chunky barrels on the end.
As long as
Okay.
you promise not to break this one.
I didn't break it. It broke on its own.
I think you broke it.
Don't
Well, like I
listen to
said,
her.
they are somewhat finicky devices.
I'll take it.
All right, and he kind of puts it like in a case, hands you a bag or a box of cartridges. He says these are all. He says, well, 40 of these are just standard cartridges, and he shows you how to it breaks in the middle, and you load the 4 in and then pull it back, and pulling the trigger cycles it, and he shows you how it works.
Okay.
But he says, then 10 of these cartridges will do a little bit of extra. Lightning damage.
Cool.
They've got a bit of a conductor in the core, so
Game terms, what kind of damage is that extra for the?
it's those will do an extra D4
Okay.
lightning damage.
Dope.
Yep. You have 10 of those, and then 40 regular cartridges.
Okay, cool. And I'm gonna reach into the bag and I'm kind of pull out one of those ingots and be like, would this be an acceptable currency?
What kind?
I've got
I
4.
don't know what kind of treasure you got.
I have 4 gold ingots in the bag.
Those are probably worth 100 each.
100 each. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you accept 2 of these as well as some coin?
He grabs it from you, looks at it, pulls out like a scale and weighs it and everything, and says, "Yeah, I can trade that in with the bank. Fine enough."
Oh, excellent. I'll get out another one and 50 gold coins and
Okay. He takes all that and hands you the boxes with the cartridges and the box with the pistol. Yeah. So basically, this one, your misfires on a 1 or a 2,
okay.
and your it's D10 damage.
D10 damage.
Yep.
Excellent.
Nice.
Worth it.
And if you use the elemental shots, then they do count as magic damage for the purposes of like overcoming resistances and things like that.
Okay.
You can have people that understand artifice can study these shells if they don't already know how to make them, and they can make you more.
Good thing we have a resident chemist.
It's going to be on this side of the table, not that.
Well, I mean, she can make the powder for it.
Well, you don't need powder.
Well, it's not powder. But never mind.
Yeah, so basically what she does is artifice. She does alchemy.
Yeah, I don't know
But
why I got those
you do
things
know
confused.
you do know somebody who is an artificer.
I can make like a bomb at some point. That's my specialty.
Yeah, so when you get a grenade launcher,
Yeah, when I get that 40 mil out.
I can make like a big
Yeah.
show.
When you get the thing that you can like drop potions in and just chuck them.
At what point does this go from being D&D to Doom, and I'm just the Doom Marine running around slaying demons? All right,
I'm okay with this.
I am all caught up from in here.
For
unless you
everyone,
guys
for
need
everyone who's
anything
not
else.
sure, science fantasy is my favorite genre.
Here's what I'm thinking though. We start off with a prototype. It's a slingshot. But like we sling like potions. Yeah?
Yes.
We be a prototype.
Interesting.
Yes.
All right, anybody else need anything
I
here?
feel like
So you
there's
wanted
a
to-
super high backfire rate on a slingshot, based off of how many times I shot myself in the face when I was a child.
Well, okay, how about we do like crossbow style?
So you can just catch it when you're done with it.
I don't know, I have to think about it.
Okay, so you wanted to go back to the captain's daughter before you make your way to Terminus?
Yes. And
Okay.
I'm still just carrying this lion head around everywhere I go.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just
It's
for everyone's
disgusting.
visual.
Okay.
I just have it.
Yeah, it's gross at this point.
Yeah.
No, it's only been the same day.
I mean, it's still gross, but
Yeah.
it's not like
It's all
rotting.
bled out by this point.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just squishy on the back end.
for sure. Saying
And it's all droopy and, yeah, it's disgusting.
Yum.
still makes a slosh noise. That's
Sure. Yeah, so you make your way back to the captain's daughter.
Yeah, and essentially, I'll just tell Dolg, I have to go away for a few days.
you be a good boy.
You be a good boy. Be good for what's his name that runs the place. Keep an eye out for some halflings, in particular, a boy named Stibbs from the Tinlong gang. If he comes around here harassing anybody for money, I want you to show him the door. And make sure you let him know that House Fearlin does not want him interfering in the goings on at the captain's daughter.
He just kind of looks at this. All right, not 100% sure I can invoke the name of your house, but sure, yeah, I can run off any little bastards that are gonna try and shake this place down. I can do that.
Now don't get yourself hurt. If he comes packing,
He goes.
maybe be smart about it.
He just kind of goes. You saw me in action down there. I can handle myself.
Fair enough. And
Pretty
for
sure
that,
that's
I will reward you handsomely. In fact, here's 25 gold to keep your eye out on the place, and I'll give you another 25 when I get back. Does that sound fair?
Oh, well, of course. Appreciate it a lot, Gendrix. Yeah, I'll keep a lookout. Let me know when you guys are back in town.
It's much appreciated. You'll be the first to know.
I got a question for you too, dog.
Yeah.
You know where I can do something with this?
Well, I mean, what you want to do with it?
I don't know. I cut it off and I thought you ought to be
I
able to do
mean,
something with that.
If you leave it here with me, I can probably find like a taxidermist to take care of that for you.
Just like
You
mounted
could
on the
finally
wall.
have a trophy, you know, to actually show that you did work.
Says I can maybe
It's
get
true.
somebody to like make it into like a helmet for you. You could wear in the battle.
Oh yeah, I could wear a helmet. Gendrix, what do you think of a helmet?
I think a Chimera lion mane helmet would be fitting.
Well, you'll finally have more hair.
It'd be hot in the summer and probably impeach your vision.
I
Personally.
don't like
But you would
this.
look really cool.
I would look.
I don't
quite
know
striking.
about that.
I don't really think looking cool is kind of the point of being
Looking
battle.
cool is everything.
He just says, I mean,
I'm
if you
slightly
leave
disturbed.
it with me and just maybe a little bit of gold, I can get something done with it for you. I suppose. I mean, I know a lot of people. I'm sure I could find somebody who could make it into a hat.
I figured you could. I'll leave it up to you. That's if I could just figure out on this. I'm whipping out my cell phone. I'm trying to.
He goes, if you just
Hold on
if you
a
just
second.
cash app that gold over
Yeah.
to me, I think we'll be
I'm
good.
trying to. What's your Venmo? Trying to figure it out here. It's this new technology. It's in my equipment. I found it.
$ dog the knoll.
How do you get it the dollar sign? Okay. I found it. Here's. It's 50.
Yeah, I should be able to at least get somebody going for that.
I don't want to add it. I'm gonna remove it. I gotta remove 100.
So you just want like a fearsome headdress made out of this thing, then?
Yeah, I just want something to remember.
I think I can. I
Oh,
know
don't
somebody.
think you're gonna forget it.
Perhaps if you could braid the hair back, that would work and not impede his vision.
Oh, of course. I mean, it wouldn't make any sense if it was going to hinder him at all.
I don't think he's too concerned, personally.
Well, like I said, I know some people that might be able to do something with this for you. So, yeah, just leave it up to Dog. I'll take care of it.
I'm just gonna set it on the counter.
Silas just kind of looks at you and goes, really? Like,
Set it on the ground.
he just kind of looks at the, like, him and Dog have struck up a pretty good friendship. He just looks at Dog and goes, yeah, why don't you why don't you go ahead and take care of that? Go take it to your friend. I know this place is pretty rough, but I mean, a dead lion head, I don't need that. Or I don't know, maybe I do need that, but not on the bar. It's unsanitary. So you folks, you heading out for something?
Yeah, we gotta catch a lightning rail tram thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we'll be able to catch it because I mean, like, we're not strong enough. But I mean, at least we'll get there.
He says, do you want me to hold, do you know how long you're going to be gone? Do you want me to hold the rooms for you? I mean, you paid up for like a week and you've only been here for a couple of days, so.
I actually don't know how long we're gonna be gone.
3 days at the very least.
All right.
If
Because
it,
with this, when you get to the end of the week, I'll hold them for a couple more days just in case.
I'll reach into the bag and I'll grab one of the other gold bars and I'll be like, in the event that we're not back in time, please keep our rooms open.
He just takes and he's like, I mean, do
Pretty
you
sure we
want
just
to,
bought the bar.
you want them for the year? He goes, we'll change this out when you get back.
That sounds good. It's really just a collateral.
All right, well, I'll make sure I take good care of it, so.
Thanks. It's much appreciated.
You can smack people with it if you need to.
It's,
Back and
I mean,
the
it's,
captain's garter's shut down and that motherfucker's gone.
I know, right?
Him and Dolgar off partying.
All right. The finest shadow reach mushrooms. All right. So yeah, you can make your way. If there's nothing else you want to do, you can make your way to Terminus.
Making my way
Downtown.
Okay, yeah, you come into, and when you get to Terminus, even though it's a lower ward, everything is really nice. The lightning rail station is this like massive base of a tower. It's very well lit. You see merchants and noblemen and soldiers, very well dressed, coming and going. You can see that there's a lightning rail that's recently come in, and there's people that are disembarking from it, and the orderlies and everything are getting it ready to head back out north as it's coming in from the east. But yeah, you can buy a ticket at the station. If you want to go to the Civis message station that's in the terminal, you can do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Yeah, you walk in. There's just a couple of gnomes sitting behind, like banker bars, just like brass bars. You just kind of look up as you walk in. Oh, hello, sir. What can we help you with here today at the House Civis message station?
Pretty simple. I just need to send a message to the Enclave, and I'll kind of show them the thrash symbol.
Oh, just I mean, do you just want to send like a written letter, or do you want us to message somebody there immediately, or?
No, just a written letter's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, it'd be, I mean, just to go up there, it's not even, just a gold.
And I'll just put a gold down.
Okay. It says, do you already have the letter written, or do you need to dictate it out?
No, I appreciate you dictating it out.
All right. And he pulls out a quill and just sort of looks at you and goes, all right, I'm ready. Go ahead.
Trying to think of the gnome's name that sits at the front. Isn't it a gnome that sits in the front desk of the Thrash House? That does like.
Oh
the
no, it's
book?
it's a human.
It's a human.
Yeah.
I don't remember that dude's name.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
But I'll write it out to that guy.
Okay.
My dearest, insert name here. Lo, how I've missed you.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Hit
Sun
new levels,
shining
guys.
on your face. No, I'm just gonna tell him where we're going.
Okay.
Not sure when we'll be back, and then the details of the Six Pillars fight. and then if they want to investigate that or not.
Okay.
And then if not, I'll be back.
Okay.
But if there's a out for it, just there's more details for them.
Okay. The gnome sprinkles some sand on the letter and hands it to you to check over and read, make sure it's what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "All right." And he folds it up and puts an envelope, seals it with his House Civis seal, and just kind of reels back. He goes, "All right, I need someone to fly this up to Thrashk." And you see a gnome that you assume probably isn't marked, walks up and says, "All right, I guess it's my turn." And he takes the letter and walks out the back, and you see him like grab a swordboard and he says, the gnome says, "So you can check back, of course, with any of our message stations if you're going to be here in town, or if you're going to be traveling outside of the city. Just go to any message station and you can see if there's been a reply made. They can, if you know, especially that it was that you sent from here. If you're at another station, just tell them that you want to check in with this particular station, and someone will do a quick sending, see if anything's come for you, and if it has, they'll pop that right on over for you."
Thank you. And I'll walk back to the ticket
Okay.
station, I guess.
Yeah, so the ticketing station, you guys all get in line. Who's gonna talk to the people?
I suppose.
You're a spokesman, yes. Please go talk to them.
Suppose
I
it should
I
be
can
me.
talk to them if you don't want to talk to them.
My voice is quite tired. Please, you
Sure.
go right ahead.
You walk up. There's just a human standing behind the grating. It says, "You're looking to travel north? You heading to Wroat or somewhere further beyond?"
No, just 4 tickets to Wroat.
To Wroat. Do you want one of the regular coach carriages? Do you want to have a private carriage to yourself?
No, just coach would be fine.
All right. He says,
How long is the journey?
it'll take you a little over a day.
Coach would be fine.
Okay.
Coach.
He says, "All right. So you got four tickets, 4 folks. That'll be going to Wroat. It is 14 gold per traveler."
Party funds?
Party funds.
Party funds.
Party funds?
Party
So it
funds.
says for the 4 of you,
are
64 gold for the 4 of you.
Oh, thank you for adding
We're
it
gonna
up.
have a party.
No, 56. No,
Yeah, I was,
A party in
56.
Coach.
56 gold. Sorry.
It's 56
yeah.
I
Like,
was
wait a
thinking
minute.
16
Picture
times
you
4.
back in the back, like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. So 56 gold for the journey.
Count those out. Make it rain on them. That's gotta
You
hurt.
sure you don't want to throw him a gold bar? Just to...
We have one left. I could.
He drops it in his till, and you see he basically grabs 4 blank slips, and he's got like a thing that puts in, he hands you out your boarding passes. He says, "All right, yeah, that train will be leaving just a little under an hour. So if you just wait here in the terminal, then you'll hear him call for boarding." And yeah, there will be a couple of meals available while you travel. It is a big train that heads north, so if everything's not full and you decide you want one of the more private cars, then you can upgrade right there with one of the House Orion travel guides that'll be on the train. So
Perhaps. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Well then, shall we board?
Or wait for them to call?
Yes.
I don't want to wait.
How's the sound of the horn, yeah?
I will not wait.
Yeah, about you wait just a little less than an hour, and eventually you hear taking all coach boarders for Wroat, approach. And you can see there's several queues that are set up. This train is about there's about here in the terminal. There's about 10 cars. You can see it stretches much further beyond that, but it appears that they have the coach cars pulled in right now for you guys to load onto.
Do you think they'll want to check my coat? I don't want them to check my coat.
I should hope not, but if they do, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Okay.
Don't look suspicious. I know it's hard for you, but you know what?
She's literally like,
Alright, okay. We're gonna have to okay. Calm down.
We will hit hit them with some misdirection, and we will get by.
Hit them with misdirection.
Okay. Yeah, but you.
Staring at this like giant
there's
sword
a
that's on my back, like
there's a porter standing outside the. That's really loud. There's a porter standing at the ramp as you, a few people in front of you board. As you come up, who's going on first?
I'll go up first.
Okay. He says, "Welcome to the Lightning Rail, ma'am. I see your boarding pass."
And I hand it to him.
He pulls it out. He pulls out like a thing. He stamps it. And hands it back to you. He
Multi-pass.
goes, "Enjoy your travels."
Corbin
Yeah.
Dallas.
And I kind of like speed walk up there, like, oh god, I can't be caught with them if they get caught.
All right. Who's next?
I'll go.
All right. He stamps it. Hands it back to you. Enjoy your travel, sir.
I'll just walk on.
Oh, okay. I have my goggles and hat and like scarf and everything on. Like I
Okay.
walk up to him and I'm like,
He just takes it, stamps it, and says, "Enjoy road, ma'am."
there's like skitter vest.
And I'll saunter up.
Okay.
Here you are, good sir.
Stamps it. Hands it back to you.
Oh, why, thank you.
All right. Well, enjoy road, folks.
Will do. We'll enjoy it as much as we can.
All right. All right. Yeah. So you find your seats. Basically, you have.
How do I find my seat? Comfortable?
Huh? They're not uncomfortable.
What are they made of?
It's Coach.
What am I looking at?
So basically, the car that you guys are in it's basically about on each side of there's a middle aisle, and on each side
Okay.
there's basically sets of like plush couches that face each other, and so you guys have 4 seats that 2 on either side, and there's a small table that can like fold down.
Oh, so we're
From
not
the-
staring awkwardly at like other passengers?
No, you're staring awkwardly at each other.
No, that's fine. Nothing new here.
I don't mind staring at these 3. They're becoming quite good company.
Okay.
I don't know if good is the word for it. I mean, we
Well,
get in a
I'm
lot of
sorry.
situations.
Quite well company. Wait, how does that work?
But yeah, so you'll have basically a little over a day, so you'll be able to take a long rest. If you want, you'll be able to probably not here in coach, but if you were to do something, you might be able to do a couple of days worth of like crafting and things like that. So like you could work on a puppet, or you could make potions. Once again, you probably can't do those in coach because you don't really have anywhere to set up your stuff. But
I mean, we've got this little table here, and all I'm doing is carving like a piece of wood. I mean, it's kind of like carving like a little potato, but
As
there's gonna be wood
as
tables all
we're
over
sitting
the
there,
floor.
are stewards like going by?
yeah, there are like porters and stuff that are moving back and forth, like showing people to their seats and like taking luggage and that kind of thing.
Okay. Once we get moving, I'm gonna kind of flag one down.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, a guy kind of walks through and you flag him down. He says, yes, sir. What can I assist you with on your journey today?"
Pardon me, sir. I'm concerned because you see we are a traveling troupe and I'm a minstrel.
I see.
And I need to get some practice in because I have a show to play in Wroat and they want me to play songs that I don't know.
Oh.
Would it be possible to put us up maybe in one of the nicer cabins?
He pulls out
More
like
privately?
He pulls out a ledger and flips through. He goes, "Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like there are actually. This train's not full. There's a couple of carriages that are on some of the private cars. There is one that can accommodate 4.
Excellent. Do you think that it could just be between us?
Unfortunately, I probably can't. I mean, it wouldn't. It's not going to be the full price. That's one of the kind of things of waiting to see. But I mean, I would have to charge you for it because there is going to be a porter that guards that car, and if you try to move through that car, he's going to check your ticket, and if it's not shown that you're upgraded, then yeah. And so he's going to have to sign off on the upgrades. Like, yeah, you're going to have to pay for it.
How much is the price for that?
He says, well, grab one of those cars in addition to so you've already paid your coach fare, obviously. You've got your boarding passes. To upgrade into one of those cars, you're looking at another 60 gold total.
60 gold. What if instead of paying 60 gold for the car, I lined your pocket with 60 silver?
He says, once again, I mean, you can give me 60 silver, but I can't upgrade your pass for you. You're going to have to do it with the...
Well, I can speak with him. As I speak with you now. I really just need the car to practice. It's not like we're going to be staying there.
Well, like I said, I mean, you can try and negotiate the cost with him, but
And
I can
meanwhile,
just-
Riven is just like, here
I
we
can just,
go
like,
again.
I'm just here to tell you about it, help you out with things you need.
Well,
If you want to upgrade, you have to go through one of the valets.
well, then I will speak with the valet, I suppose.
Very well. Says I can show you that way if you'd like.
Oh no, I'll find my way down there eventually. Thank you.
Okay. Is there anything else I can help you with? We'll be serving dinner here in a little less than an hour.
No, I think we're fine. If you
Does
are
the private
unwilling
car
to help.
come with dinner?
Yeah, of course.
All right then.
And it's not the traveling fare that the coach cars have. It's full meals, wine, ale.
I see. Well, thank you very much. You've been most helpful.
All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your journey.
I'll do the best that I can. Thanks.
Yeah, and then this car that you're in, most of the seats are filled with groups that are similar to not adventuring groups, but like families and business and things like that.
Okay.
Shall we go see this valet then?
Certainly. I want to let him kind of get away first.
Yeah, he's made his way off.
Yeah. I'm trying to weasel our way into a nicer car. Coach is not my style. Also,
I'd say.
this place is rather crowded, and some of these people look sick.
They look fine to me.
Everybody just turns to Genesis, but no one knows.
Is my character creepier, like with her goggles and stuff? 'Cause you
Probably,
can't really
yeah.
see her facial expression.
Are you smiling or are you frowning? What's going on behind the scarf there?
I'm sort of always smiling. I feel that I kind of always smile on the inside, at least.
Indeed.
What does that even mean?
I'm a very happy person, I think, despite my
Smiling on the
circumstances.
inside.
Is your face just stuck like that?
We all float down here.
These are just goggles and a scarf. You can't see my face.
Riven's kind of like having a midlife crisis, or not like a midlife crisis, but she's like, all this is just too much to take in all at the same time.
So probably directly in front of you, just like.
Right.
Yeah, so at some point I'll probably just kind of excuse myself and be like, I'm gonna go talk to the valet,
Okay.
and I'll make my way towards the private cars.
Could just
Okay.
pay him.
Yeah, you start making your way back down the train. You're sort of near the front of it in the coach cars. You start making your way towards the back. And yeah, when you come there's basically like a car that has like several like dining table type setups. And then you come and there's Valley's wearing like the House Orion colors coat, big crest on the jacket. He's got the regular porter's hat, but it has like a couple of different feathers in it. As you walk up, he says, good evening, sir.
Ah,
Are you-
it's a wonderful hat you have there.
Oh, it's just for my years of service to the house, but what can I help you with?
I see. I appreciate some fine plumage, as you see my hat. I'm concerned because, as you see, I am a traveling minstrel, and
I see.
my friends and I are heading to Wroat because I have a show that I must play at the Silver Scabbard. Have you heard of it?
No, I don't venture out of the terminals too much when we're traveling, but
It's a wonderful little place. However, they've requested that I play some songs that I do not know, and
I see.
I need to practice before we arrive. However, I'm unable to practice in the coach car because it's so
course.
crowded. Do you think that you might be able to let my traveling group and I slip into one of the private cars for a while?
I mean, we could. Of course, there would be a fee associated.
A fee? I see. And what is this fee?
It says, well, usually if you were to purchase the car at the terminal, it would run you an extra 12 gold per member of your traveling party. But since we're already underway, I haven't had too much interest in any upgrades from people in coach at this point, and we do have a couple cars open. I could cut you a deal and say, how many people are in your traveling party?
4 altogether, including myself.
4 altogether. Yeah, I could probably cut you a deal and say we could do 28 gold total.
28 gold total. You know, that sounds like a very reasonable price. Sure, I'll pay the 28 gold.
All right. He says, if you would bring your other companions along with you, so I can upgrade their tickets, so they'll be able to travel freely throughout the train.
Sure, I will go and get them now.
Okay. And so you go and collect everyone.
Yeah. I got us a better room, guys.
So yeah, when you come back, and he says, all right, so I think we agreed 28 gold.
Yes, 28 gold.
All right. He pulls out a small till and drops the 28 gold in, and he says, if I could hold all of your boarding passes, please. And he takes them all, and he pulls out like another one of these like stamp, kind of like a notary stamp, and he makes a couple of marks on your tickets. He goes, all right. And he hands you all your tickets back. He says, you're all upgraded. Says if you'll once you're into the private cars, there'll be another valet on the other side, and she'll show you to your car, or to your private room. The room that you have, it does share. You're not sharing with anybody, but there are two private rooms on the car that you're on. You don't have an entire car to yourself.
I see. Well,
But you'll be separated from the people on the other end of the car.
I see. All right. Well, excellent. Most excellent. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Very well. So he opens the door, steps through, and when you do, there's a woman dressed similarly to him, less plumes in the hat. But she says, all right, so I guess I'm showing you folks to a private car. Can I see someone's? She says, all right, well, a couple cars down, if you'll follow me. And she sort of heads off. As you're walking, everyone give me a perception check.
Perception.
First roll of the night. It's gonna kill us all.
We're all
Haha,
gonna-
nat 20.
Damn.
Oh, all right.
Get it.
17 for me.
Watch you fucking get it. Oh, not me. 10.
Okay.
19.
Nice. So everyone except Oligar, you're interested in something else, but everyone else notices a couple of things. You walk past, it's not the car that you're stopping at, but it's one that you walk by. You just see, in one of these cars, there's 5 Warforged that are all just, looks like, I mean, you can't hear what they're saying, and you just see, like, through the door, like the glass of the door, as you walk by, you can see. And you also notice that 2 of them have black cloaks similar to the one that Magus was wearing, and you can see like green runes glowing in their forehead.
Serendipity. Okay. I'll keep that little mental note to myself.
Yeah. So like, all 3 of y'all notice that as you pass.
My stomach is growling.
Yeah, I'm just not going to acknowledge it at the moment.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you eventually get the car. She says, all right, so you're on the front end of the car. At the back end of the car, there's just a couple, I believe, that were recently married, and they're off to have an adventure of their own. So
I believe the adventure's probably already started.
well, perhaps you might be right on that, sir. But here is your room, and she says we have 2 keys, and she'll hand both of those to you since you were the one who upgraded. She says those will lock the door. They also unlock the spirits and wine cabinet that is in the car, so feel free to make use of those. And dinner will be served shortly. A waiter will be along to take your orders from the dining car.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Is there a charge for the dining cart?
You've already paid it with your upgrade to the private car.
Nice.
Excellent.
You
Excellent.
should have told him that.
It's too late, she already said.
I'll have the chicken, the steak, and the chicken fried steak.
So yeah, you
The
come in.
pate
So
on
you
top.
go into the room, and I mean, and it's very much like the living area of a very nice, well, not very, of a nice hotel. There's like 2 big plush couches that seat a couple of people. There's a writing desk with a chair, and then on either side there are beds. Ones that are affixed into the ground, and then others that fold down from the top of those, so that you can have room for 4 people to sleep in here.
Cool. Very cool. All right.
Yeah, so if you guys, now that you're in a private car, if you wanted to set up and you can make a couple of potions, and I believe you're halfway done already with a puppet.
Yeah.
So you could finish a puppet today,
I.
if you have the gold.
How much? It's.
I think you would need 50. If you're making a common, you would need 50 more.
Yeah, let's go ahead and make that bitch.
Quan.
So you can figure out all of his stats and everything.
35 in all stats.
Later.
Yeah, I'll just pull out my lute and start plucking it. Actually, no. I'm heading to the spirits, and I'm gonna see what kind of wine they've got in there.
Okay.
This is how you travel, friends.
Yeah, you go over. There's a nice big ornate sort of wooden curio cabinet with a big lock in the middle of it. You put the key in and open it. The double doors sort of swing out from it, and you can see there are several different bottles of wine. There's a Eldine rice wine. There is several different types of like whiskey, vodka, different types of spirits. There's several different reds from Carnath and Thrain. There's
I think I'll try a red from Thrain.
yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah. Oligar, you may want to take a look in this cabinet. It's quite stocked.
I've never traveled in whatever this place is called. The word has escaped me.
The
It is
train?
the opposite of a coach.
Oh, well, I never travel in coach, so as you see, there are benefits to traveling with me.
I see that. I'll go over there and I'll pull out my Jade Stein
Okay.
and I'll grab one of the whiskeys
Okay.
and I'll just fill the stein full of whiskey.
Okay. I mean, there's
Holy
not
shit.
enough. There's not enough whiskey to fill the stein, but
I will
you just empty the
empty
bottle.
the whiskey into the stein.
Yes, because it's a pretty hefty stein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Then I'll
many?
just swirl it around.
How many is a few potions that I can make? 2.
Because you can make one a day, and technically you can make 2 right now.
Okay.
So basically, on this train ride, you can do 2 crafts.
I'm crafting my stein
Okay.
with whiskey.
I like it.
I'm seasoning it.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out my alchemy set and make some health potions.
All right. So you just pull out all your stuff and start build a little fire, do a little Bunsen burner and
I
whatnot.
assume it's like those chemistry sets with.
Yeah.
the
But it
little-
definitely has
okay.
there's actual fire.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, there's like a Bunsen burner built into
The
it.
little thing you use to click them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as you're getting that set up, you hear a knock on the door.
I'll go over there and answer it.
Nice. Good evening. My name is Gerard. I will be your server this evening. He says, if you've had a chance to peruse the menu for the
Is
evening.
he a butler?
Huh? Yes,
Gerard the
is
butler.
Nice. Classic.
But yeah, he just says, do you have any questions about the menu? Have you had a chance to look it over yet?
I didn't know there was a menu, but
He says, yes, on the writing desk there is a menu there. I can tell you about it though if you haven't had a chance to look over it.
Oh, please. I have been a bit busy perusing the wine cabinet.
Oh, of course. Do take a certain look at the Lazarin plum wine. It is quite good.
Oh, I didn't
I hear
see
it's
that one
quite
in
a
there.
good vintage.
I'll give it a good look.
He says, yes, on the menu we do have a couple of very exciting entrees. We have a stuffed and roasted pheasant with leek and cauliflower salad as a side. We also have a roast side of boar. I believe the boar came in from Lazar just a few days ago.
Ah.
And that's going to be served with poached apples and braised sweet potatoes.
I am quite a fan of the pheasant.
pheasant does sound good. And some of the boar, actually, would be fantastic.
Of course.
Can you get the boar raw?
I don't know. I could certainly ask the chef.
You could do that.
Okay, so a pheasant,
Yes.
boar and pheasant with sides,
Yes.
of course. Raw boar. I may not be able to. He might just have to cook it just a little bit.
Just as little as possible, please.
All right, and for you, ma'am.
What kind of vegetables do you have?
Well, we have the leek and cauliflower salad. We have the poached apples and
Sweet potatoes.
the roasted sweet potatoes. We do have a seasonal green salad.
I'll take the green salad, please.
All right. And of course, do help yourself to the wine cabinet.
Indeed.
And he turns on his heel and walks out. And about 30 minutes later, all of your dishes come. They brought you a raw piece of boar.
You know, eating raw pork is how you get worms.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's really going to be an issue.
I think
with
she
me.
already has worms.
It could be what's wrong
I
with her.
don't have any worms. That's
How
right.
old is she supposed? You think she's sickly?
Yeah, if you guys don't want to do anything else, we can say that you're able to craft your potions. You're able to finish up a puppet.
Am I able to feel fully healed to full health?
Yeah. So you're gonna have. Yes, basically it's 8 hours per quarter of a craft for you.
Okay.
So yeah, you're getting 2 crafts and a long rest.
So we get our spells back? Or
Yeah,
no?
you're gonna get a full
Okay,
long rest. Yeah,
cool.
yeah, you're gonna be on the stream for more than a day. It's a little
Yeah,
over
I mean-
500-mile ride.
There's like nothing that I know to do, so I'm just gonna eat and sleep,
Okay.
which is what I normally do.
So once I finish eating and watching them do their thing, I'm gonna pull out that package and take a look at the seal and determine if I can maybe try to get the package open without
Okay, give me
damaging the seal.
Give me an intelligence check, and I'll give you advantage on this.
Okay. Intelligence.
Advantage.
Wow. So
Do
that's
I
a
see
5.
him like fidgeting with this? at
5
all?
total.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you're looking at it, and yeah, nothing's
Roll a
really
3 and a
clicking.
4.
Yeah, nothing's really clicking.
Can I see if I can figure out something?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't get advantage though.
I don't get advantage.
All right. Don't roll
Yeah.
with these
It's
guys
just
anymore.
a straight int roll.
Mm-hmm.
18
Damn.
plus 0, so it's gonna be an 18.
Okay, yeah, so you see Genesis over there with her little Bunsen burner going. You see the steam coming up around the little vial that's like boiling these herbs. And you figure if you were to take the box and hold, you don't want to put a flame directly to
Yeah.
the wax, it would melt it, right? But if you get that steam that's coming up off of the solution that's boiling, then it would probably release the wax from the back of the package.
Alright, well, we'll try that.
Okay. Yeah, just give me just a straight dexterity check. Or no, you can make it like sleight of hand if you want, if that's better for you.
I'm gonna give her some inspiration.
Okay.
Actually, be careful. It's very temperamental over here. Please.
Well, that's gonna be a dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah.
Without
Yeah.
that.
Sure enough, you notice that the wax starts to drip. Like you see it getting soft, and you turn it a little bit, and eventually, yeah, you hear it just kind of go, and
Just imagine
feel like
your
it's
bardic
probably
inspiration is like, don't drop that now.
okay.
Alright, I'm gonna slightly open it a little bit, like,
Thank you. That's
So you pull you manage to get the paper off of it, and it's just a small wooden chest, about this big, a cube,
okay.
and it has like a little latch.
I'm gonna closely examine the latch to see if it appears to be any kind of rigged in any sort
Okay,
of way.
give me an investigation check.
Fuck. 12. But this time I rolled a 5, so it's 3, 4, 5. So yeah, those are 12.
Okay.
Altogether.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be.
All right. Yeah, I'll pop it open and see
Okay.
what's
Yeah,
inside.
you open the latch, pull it up, and it's basically just a velvet interior, and you can see there is a scroll that's rolled up with a piece of ribbon tied around it. It's a piece of a piece of green ribbon, sorry. And there is also a shape that looks a lot like this. For the podcast, it's a D8. But yeah, it's about a 3-inch tall octahedron.
Okay.
And it appears to be made out of some sort of a like black glass.
Huh. Okay.
And you can see either end of it has a facet.
Fascinating.
So does it appear to be like some kind of jewelry then with the facet?
You're not sure.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of study it for a minute and see and open up the scroll and
Okay.
read the
Yeah,
message.
You pull the ribbon off, and you open it up, and it just says, written in common, Dearest Elvenor, I need you to hide this schema. Merrick's wants it more than anything else. I can't trust the dwarves anymore. He's won them over. Hopefully I'll see you in Sharn soon. Lana.
Lana. Merrick's is after it.
Lana!
Danger zone.
summertime sadness.
Okay, so we've opened the package, and
Signed banana.
Just gonna put Lana in big letters. Don't.
Lana.
Not even writing a description. Gonna come back and be like, who's Lana? Does that say llama?
And it was the Merrick's that was after it.
The paper that it's wrapped in has both the addressed and the addressee on it. So
Wow, this is wonderful.
and that seal that you broke was a big house cannon seal.
Gotcha. I'm gonna kind of hold it up to the room and crowdsource. Anybody have any idea what this is? Can we collectively investigate or put our minds together and try to think of what it might be?
Get advantage.
Some sort of schema?
Some sort of schema, but I mean, it says it plain as day in the note there that it's a schema. But I mean,
One more time for the people in the back. What is a schema?
Well, it was, remember the thing that we found when we were in
Sean?
And you said it
When
was
we
like
first
black
met?
glass.
Yeah, it looks like it's made out of a black.
Would
glass.
I have anything that I can like hold up to it to like see if I can reflect something through it, or see if like if light is closely put to it, what happens?
Do you have any way to make light?
Maybe you have my fire.
Oh wait, produce flame.
You gonna burn it?
Okay. Yeah, produce flame. Flames are kind of,
Ambient light?
yeah, they're not exactly,
Okay.
yeah, so I mean, it just sort of reflects off the surface. It doesn't really give you an idea of the translucency. You would need, you get the feeling you would need something a little more directed.
Moonbeam!
Right.
I guess I'm just gonna look at it while she's holding it. It doesn't like strike anything with me. It just looks like what it is.
I mean, you can give me an Arcana check.
Anybody?
Black.
That's probably all right. 10.
Can we also do an Arcana check?
I want to look into it and
Pull
see
out
if I see
13 for
myself
Arcana.
reflected back in me.
Okay.
I'm gonna go sit down.
I pulled out a nat 20.
Okay. Yeah, you have no idea what it is.
Then we are screwed. Oh
Well-
no.
It was a 20 on the die.
That is generally what nat 20 means.
To be fair,
You know, I mean, you recognize, I will tell you this with the 20,
Okay.
that the facets that are in either end are probably how the other parts of the entire schema fit together.
Okay, so it's part of a schema.
Well, yeah, I mean, it in of itself is a schema. It could probably be used to make something. Like the knowledge of making something is in here, but those facets in the end connect it to other schema to make something grander.
Okay. It looks like these could connect to something to make something.
well, that's
Fascinating.
helpful. Well, to be fair, Lana does want it kept away from Merrick's, and honestly, if Elvanor doesn't know that she has it, which she doesn't
did the
have
other
it, but
schema
she doesn't
look
know that
like?
she was
There's
supposed
a
to have it,
7-pointed star
Then-
made out of metal.
So it didn't have
maybe
anything
it's in
like where
even
it
less
could
danger
connect?
if we hang on to it.
You know,
Who is Merrick?
Maybe they're parts that he can put together. Because the other schema, maybe he could connect it to this one. And maybe that's why she wants to keep this particular part away. Because didn't he need more? Maybe it's one big schema.
Does Lana work for House Cannons?
what's your intelligence score?
mine?
Does anyone have an intelligence less than 10?
No.
No, mine is 13.
Considering there was a seal on it from House Cannon, and it was sent from Lana,
Uh-huh.
then she works for House Cannon.
Well, on the outside, that it literally, like, you know how when you write a letter that you put who you're sending, and then in the top left you put where you're from, so your return address. It said that it was from Jorlana to Cannon.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just heard from Lana.
The messenger told you that the letter is signed Lana.
Mm-hmm.
But since all of you have an intelligence over 10, you can probably put together that to her close friends, like maybe the Baron of another house, maybe she just goes by Lana.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I should have told you all. Elvanor and Lana are they're close friends.
Friends, eh?
Yes.
Despite my intelligence, I did not put that together. At least not immediately.
Well, I am also somewhat close with Elvanor. Well, she likes me for some reason. I'm not sure why. Well, it's because we're actually a part of the same thing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We will keep this away from Merrick's, and maybe at some undetermined time in the future, I will let Elvanor know that we've been watching it for her.
I think you should know that House Cannons will probably be watching that too. They will track their property, I assure you.
I think we should be more concerned on why she was keeping it away. Because clearly there's parts, there's pieces, and this is one of the pieces.
Indeed.
So,
Searching my memory / notes, I'm looking for the name Merrick's. We've heard that name before, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's
And
a
that's
fisherman.
What?
He's a fisherman.
He's
That's Merrick.
Oh,
This is with an X.
Merrick, the cleric, my first D&D character.
Eric the cleric.
I feel like we have like. too
Was he
many
the Lord
Merricks.
of Blades? No.
Belongs
No.
to the Order of the Blue Star
So
Line.
you've heard the name Merrick Sakana from your first adventure. Lady Eladrin Devoth, who
That's
hired
right.
you to find a schema beneath Cornberg, said that she was working for. She's not a marked heir, but that she works for Jorlana out of Ondair,
Mm-hmm.
out of Fairhaven, and that she was trying to recover the schema because they knew that people that Merrick's worked for were also trying to recover it
Gotcha.
You're saying Merrick's with an S?
with an X.
Because the one that we
Merrick's.
found before was a 7-pointed star with 8 studs. So I wonder if it goes with that the schema we found before for Jorlana.
See, and that's what I was trying to say. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
So I wrote down Merrick, Order of Blue Starlight. This is totally two different people.
Totally different.
Okay. Like, did I write this wrong? Or
Nope.
Alright, cool.
That's Meric.
Okay.
All right, we gotta change up these names.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, I was like, wait a minute, am I confused? Or
Nope.
usually it's
No,
because I'm
Merrick's.
confused.
So everyone knows this. You may not know this, but everyone, if you've lived near a city long enough, you know that when the last war ended, House Cannith had a split, but not a split like House Firlon had. House Firlon is two different houses now. Like House Thorani is they do the exact same thing. They have the same mark, but their leader is a tool and split off, at least according to his people. House Cannith, they don't know who's in control because when the morning happened, the Baron of the house died because he got destroyed in the morning. Jorlana, Merrick's, and Zorlan de Cannith, the three of them, were all not in Sire when the morning happened. They were all his direct heirs. One of them would have assumed the seat of the house had he passed it on. But since he didn't pass it on, he just died. The three of them were like, we're the rightful heir. It's our house. And so House Cannith sort of in the south part of the country, Merrick's is considered the Baron. In the northwest, Jorlana is considered the Baron. And in the northeast, Zorlan is considered the Baron.
So do I know which part of them I was working for?
You were in Fairhaven and Ondair. So
I have no idea.
you're not sure. But I mean, Jorlana's enclave, where she lives, is in Fairhaven.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's possible that that's who you worked for. But you were also working for them before the war. So you were just working for the house.
Okay.
But
I would
since
assume I
you're
would
in,
meet people lower down the totem pole.
yeah, since you're in
anyway.
Fairhaven, you can probably assume that you were working for Jorlana's aims. That would be a decent assumption.
What you guys don't know is that my middle name is actually Merrick's, and I'm gonna start going by that.
With an
now.
A?
With an A. Yeah.
Okay.
Please, God, no.
Okay. So,
Do
anybody
I-
doing anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to eat this pig over here.
Oh yeah, no, it's raw. It's fine.
It's raw and it's fine.
Tastes like
It tastes like
irony
pig.
and meaty.
So metal.
So meaty.
I write down in my book immediately that I can taste things, and I'm like, second.
As long as they're dead and not cooked.
Dead pig.
On another note, did anyone notice the Warforged a couple of cars back?
Yes.
No.
And they wear the same black cloaks.
Yes, I saw that as well. You didn't notice
That is an intense amount of detail for something I didn't even see.
But they had the runes in their forehead too that were green.
Yep, they were glowing.
Did we go down the same hallway? Did I completely miss? What time was this?
I think
When we
that's
were
when
on the
your
way to
stomach
this
growled.
car.
If this was before dinner, then no, I was not paying attention.
Well, me being the curious one that I am, I was
I'm gonna like in the
thinking
middle
of
of the conversation, just like peek throughout the hallway, or like
going
open
down
up the door,
and-
peek out the hallway, like look down. Is there like people walking up and down?
considering going down and maybe eavesdropping a bit outside their
And before he even
cabin.
says that, I'm gonna start walking down there and getting closer to the.
Well, I would assume they're going to the same place that we are, or trying to be. We could
Okay, so
follow
you-
them,
Well,
Yeah.
it
So
is
you
on the
make your
same
way
train.
down.
Yeah.
but I mean for the same purpose. Like
Well-
we're trying to find what potentially happened to her people.
Well, once night falls, I may head that way and just eavesdrop to see if I can hear. What do you think about that, Rick?
Okay, so give me a stealth check. What are you trying to do first off? Just tell me what you're trying
I'm
to do.
just gonna walk casually and just see if I can like overhear anything from the door, because then I'm gonna.
Okay, so I will.
Pieces.
I'm gonna give you this benefit.
Okay.
If you're just walking casually, you're not gonna hear anything because you're just gonna walk right on by, and you might hear, oh, and that's how we're. And then you're gonna have walked out.
Well, no,
of the
I just
range.
want to make sure I can hear through the door first.
Okay. So you're just walking by.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
That's not gonna be very high. That's gonna be a 6.
Train's pretty loud.
Okay.
So just casually walking by, you don't hear.
Okay, I
much.
want to like slow it down a little bit.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Is there anybody around?
No.
I'm gonna do cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Take the form of a small child and just sort of like doodle around.
Form of small child.
That's gonna be
That'll do.
17 plus 5, so that's 22 plus the 10, so that's 32.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you kind of sidle up next to the door, and like you're sort of side eyeing in, and you can see, and they don't seem to notice you. You can't really hear much, but give me another perception check with advantage.
You've also got some inspiration still.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna use that inspiration.
Okay.
That's a d6.
Yes.
You sure?
Oh, it's a D8 now.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're level 5.
DVD dope.
Moving on up.
Where?
Alright, so that's gonna be 8 plus 4, so that's gonna be 11. It's not gonna be a lot.
So it's just 11 total.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you see.
Or 12.
12. Okay, yeah, that's still not really enough. You see them in there, but you don't notice anything. You see what you saw before. There are two that have on the black robes, and the two that have the black robes and one other one have the green glowing runes. But you don't notice anything else.
Alright, well I guess I'm just gonna kinda like chill there for a second
Okay.
and see if I like can possibly hear something else if as we're going by.
So, how many were in there?
I recall seeing 5.
5, just like Magus and Truncheon.
Well, they were dressed in the same way with the runes. I'm gonna peek out and like see if I see Ribbon coming back.
No, like she's in a different car.
That's what I'm just like
Okay.
peeking out to see. Like,
How
I
long
hope
are
she's
you
not getting
staying?
herself in trouble there.
Probably like 20 more minutes.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus, no.
She's
I
been
would've-
gone an awful long time. I think maybe we should.
Yeah, like after 5 minutes, I'm gonna walk down there.
Okay. So you see, after a few minutes of just kind of listening and trying to hear, like the train's loud, the door, they're not talking loudly, like everything is conspiring against you hearing anything that they're saying.
Yeah.
But you are pretty hidden, and as you see Oligar come into the car, you also, out of the corner of your other eye, see one of them moving towards the doorway.
I'm gonna kind of like back away then and like start walking the other way casually.
Okay. Yeah, the door opens, and you see this Warforged, just a regular, like, Warforged. He's wearing like almost like piratey looking swashbuckler type clothing, big hat, tall boots, that kind of thing.
Nice.
Walk out of the room.
I'm gonna kind of like walk towards him and like bump into him, like, "Oh, I didn't see you there. I'm so sorry. I'm kind of lost around here."
He just sort of
I started walking and I've never been in this before.
he
and
just
like,
puts a hand on your shoulder and pushes you away. He says, "That's fine, but watch where you're going, little one."
Sorry about that. I'm really sorry.
And he walks off the other direction.
Riven, Our car's this way.
I'm gonna start walking that way, like speed or not speed walking, because I'm gonna be casual. I'm not gonna be suspicious.
Yeah.
Now,
You hear the door. You hear the door to the car shut behind you.
Okay.
So which way he walked? The opposite direction of our car?
Yeah, he walked back towards the front of the train.
So like the door was open.
I mean, he opened it to come out,
Okay.
and then you sort of fumbled into him, and
So I didn't actually like, or did I actually see like intricate details, like what they were wearing and stuff?
nope, just him.
Okay.
Spider-Man.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna go back to the cabin.
Okay.
Well, that was not helpful.
you know, we were formulating a plan, but you were long gone.
Well,
We didn't know what happened to you after about 5 minutes.
We were concerned.
I couldn't hear anything, but there was a pirate looking warforged. A swashbuckler, back in my region, we like to call them.
Back in your
Swashbuckler,
farming
eh?
region,
Yeah,
you
my
had a lot of
farming region.
swashbucklers.
Heck yeah.
I've heard of them also called scalawags,
Oh yes, these scallywags.
rapscallions.
Yes.
Interesting.
Swashbuckling beet farmers.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I mean, when you gotta get in like the cranberry, bog, and you
Oh God.
stomping around.
She said, "Bob."
All right. So does anybody else want to do anything before we get to Wroat? As I said, it's going to take us over an hour to get there.
Captain Brussels of the bog farm.
I kind of want to do what I was thinking of before. Like once it's dark and like after I even do my little 4 hours of meditation, I'll go out and like kind of sneak back down there and see if maybe they're talking or doing anything in the car.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
If they're doing anything in the car.
Stealthy boy.
These cranberries.
Oh my lord.
21.
Okay.
Stealth.
All right.
Yeah, I'll kind of once I get into that car, I'll kind of like hunker down and like make my way over towards the door and put my little elf ear up to it.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Very large ear. Don't know how they don't notice it.
Fuck. 11.
Yeah, train is pretty loud. And also, when you get to the door, like the little drape is like pulled, so you can't even see him.
Okay. Damn.
If only we had Vinway, we can transform into something small. Slide.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Yeah, I'll head back to the
Okay.
car then, and
right.
it'll be that, I guess.
No one
Okay.
seems to pay attention to the obvious plan here. I mean, I'm just saying.
What was
I'm sort of like just packing away my stuff as I'm saying this.
the obvious plan?
I still think that we should just follow them. Then we could find out exactly what they're doing.
I
Do
agree.
you not know that that's odd if you're following someone?
I follow you all the time, and you don't know anything about it, so I'm pretty good at it now.
I mean, that's just called staying together at this point.
I mean, when she doesn't know that I'm there.
I know that you're there. The hairs on the back of my neck stand up, and I immediately know that you're there.
Immediately.
See, I'm still paranoid about you sprinkling little fairy dust in my throat. I can make you miss like.
Okay.
All right then, yeah.
All right. So the next evening, you pull into the station at Wroat. It's similar to the one in Sharn. It's not quite as nice. It's not quite as decadent and lavish, but it's still fairly nice. There's a House of Asbestos station here.
Is it possible to, before or as we're pulling in, to walk out at the same time that the Warforged are walking?
You can try it.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay. All right. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, you basically, the way the train pulls in, they unload the coach cars and they pull the train up a little bit further and they start unloading. And your car and their car unload at the same time.
Okay.
But yeah, you can see them get off the train. Except there's only 4 of them.
There's only 4. There were 5. Pirate Man never came back.
Yep.
Are they all dressed in the same fashion, or do they all have kind of like their own little spunk?
There's 2 that have black robes on, and there's 2 that are dressed like Truncheon was in like black leathers.
Is there, just at a glance, one that looks more important? Or one that has...
The 2 that are dressed like Magus look really similar to Magus.
Okay.
Are the people in black leather really squeaky?
No.
I just had to know.
Everyone give me a perception check.
All right.
It's going to be.
I am
Dirty
incredibly
20.
unperceptive today.
It's going to be a 13.
That's a 7.
8.
Dirty 20.
Okay, you notice that one of the ones that's dressed like Magus that has the robe, he has like sort of this strange looking like backpack slung over one shoulder that looks like it's made out of wood.
Well,
It's like it's
before
made
you
of
tell me
wood.
which one that is, because I don't know which one that is, I'm going to mark one of them to...
Okay, pick a number.
It's going to be the one on the right.
All right, well, I don't know which one that is, so just pick a
Okay.
number.
2.
Okay.
No.
You marked the right one.
Dope.
I rolled
Nice.
a 2.
Yeah, and if we're kind of out of earshot, I'm gonna be like, do you see that the bag that he's carrying?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they maybe have more of those cases? Damn, it's been 2 weeks since we've done this.
Binding cylinders?
Yes, the binding cylinders.
Last time they were carried in a barrel. I don't think they would carry them in a sack.
Does it look large enough to carry one or multiple in there?
Yeah, well, I mean, the dirty 20, it looks like it could maybe carry 3 or 4.
It could easily carry 3 or 4.
3 or
It's
4 of me?
possible.
And you kind of get the
If
you kind
you
of get
were
the
in
idea
binding
that
cylinder?
the size, like that, like it with that perception roll, I'm going to say that it definitely looks like there could be like 4, like like indentions or whatever in like the foam or whatever that's inside this battle foam case to hold 4 of those things securely.
You could just
Gotcha.
play some sort of miniature war game, and maybe that's what they're doing.
Maybe they like to play RPGs. Do you think that's a?
Is there a convention in town?
Houses and Humans.
A Warforged convention?
The Warforged play Houses and Humans.
Yes, they do.
I'd follow them.
I think you're right on the money, friend. We should definitely follow them. We should follow them at a distance, though.
I'm usually always right. You guys just don't listen.
Well, your voice is usually very quiet unless you're talking about fire.
It's hard to follow what you're saying.
I know I'm weird, but I know things, and I'm not stupid, and I have a lot to contribute, but you guys don't
No
always
one
pay
is
attention.
disputing any of those things. We're just stating facts as well.
I don't need your sarcasm.
All right, so you're going to try and follow them?
Yeah.
Okay. So just
Pass without a trace.
okay, how long does that last?
I had it written down, but I have so many sheets I've written across.
Do you just do that spell with like a?
I think it's... She probably does, to be fair.
Okay.
I think it lasts for an hour. Okay. So just
Yes.
whoever's going to head up this, like, keeping up with them,
This shit show.
give me a survival check, and anybody else can help.
I
Okay.
will,
I will help.
Well, I mean, whoever's going to figure out who's doing it,
because
Okay.
I
I'm
get...
not good at that.
Because survival, we're tracking them, right?
survival is wisdom, yeah.
Yes, I'm going to do it.
He is going to do it.
I'm going to whistle a little tune from his homeland
Okay.
Because my
and give
dice
him some
been
inspiration.
sucking a big fat one.
All right, so yeah, you can have advantage because someone's helping you, and you've also got bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to need it. Come on, the big fat ones.
And like the sound that
Hey,
you're
there's a
whispering to
20.
him, it's just like sound
Natural?
people eating.
Natural 20.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So 24.
What's your total? Okay, yeah,
Wait.
sure.
7.
27. Yeah, you follow them out of the station. The streets are fairly crowded leaving the station. You follow them for about 20 minutes as they sort of make their way. And one of the ones that was dressed like Truncheon breaks off and heads down another path. And the other 3 keep going.
I kind of like stop for a minute.
think we should follow the case.
Yes. And I like head that direction.
In the direction of the guy.
Yeah, for like half a second. I start to walk.
We'll go like grab you by the back of your thing and say, the case, Genesis.
Oh, okay.
All right, yeah, so give me another survival check to keep following them.
Another, do I get advantage on this one or no?
I mean, yeah, someone can continue to help you.
I'm still helping.
Okay.
I'm going to help you.
Oh, well, all the helps.
Would
Well,
you
that's
really
quite
become
the
a
opposite
lady?
of what happened last time.
You do have a D8 if it's necessary.
You flashback and Riv is like an old lady right now.
Ooh, do we want to use an inspiration on an 18? Ooh, general consensus before he tells us.
This is to keep up with him?
I feel an 18 is pretty reasonably good. We might not need to use that.
Yeah,
With your die rolls, I would say that.
this is a fair assumption.
Shame the die rolls.
That'd be an 18, Bob.
They disappear into the crowd. I keyed.
Fireball!
I'm just looking for new.
Errant
tunes.
fireball.
Give me a second.
We'll just kill
Yeah, so
everyone.
you're able to continue following them. After about another 15 minutes, you're starting to get like outside of the city proper. You haven't left the walls of the city yet, but you're getting to more sort of the buildings are less crowded. They're not as tall, kind of thing. And one of the ones that looks like Magus and the other one that looks like Truncheon head off one way, and the one with the case keeps going a different way.
You know, something tells me that they're just going to circle back around and get behind us, and we're going to eventually have to kill them.
Nonsense. They don't even know we're here.
We're hidden.
Although it's, at this point, getting this far from the city center is getting more and more conspicuous for us to follow him as a group.
Right.
Well, aren't you tracking him?
I'm tracking the guy that has the case. I'm assuming.
Yep, you managed to put your track on him.
Nice.
I say we should split up our ranks, 2 in the front and 2 following further behind.
All
So
right,
that way we seem less
who's going where?
suspicious.
I have more ranged ability. I should probably go in the back.
All right, who else is going in the back?
I will go in the back with you.
Okay, so you two are up front.
Yeah.
All right, so
I get
need
sandwiched again.
so I need another survival check from you.
Okay.
I don't want to be more than 60 feet away from them.
Are you
60 feet.
helping
Yeah.
me?
I'm helping you.
No further than me to be able to run up and take a shot if I need to. I'm assuming that my new gun is a 30-60.
No, it's a 80-140.
80-140? Dope. It's got a better range than my last one.
Yeah. No, this is a serious gun.
I like
Is
it.
that another 20?
Seriously?
Oh.
It's a D8.
It's a D8. Alright. So we'll take the 1, we'll put it over here.
Okay.
We'll take the 3, and then we'll just double this. The 3, 5. That is a 13, Bob.
Okay.
With all the numbers.
Thankfully,
Wait, 16, because I
16.
forgot to actually add my survival.
okay. So thankfully, the crowd has thinned out pretty easily. It's easy to kind of keep up with him even at this distance. But I need both of you to give me stealth checks.
Alright.
At least I'm not. at
Actually, you guys give me
disadvantage.
stealth checks too, but you guys don't get passed on trace.
Okay. Oh, nice.
2 in a row, Bob.
Another one.
Yep.
Told you I could follow Ribbon.
That's a 12 if it counts.
That's 22 on the die.
22 on the die.
Yeah,
That's
because
a
I get
loaded
the
die.
I get this guy. And then yeah, so I got 29 altogether.
Okay.
Get a net
What
20.
do you have, Ribbon?
5 plus 9, 14.
Like
Or
22.
No, it's,
You said 13 for you.
no, it's 24.
12.
Okay.
24.
Okay. Yeah. He kind of looks back over his shoulder every now and then, but he doesn't. If he notices you, he's not giving anything away.
As he's looking over his shoulder, I want to look over mine and see if I spot any other suspicious looking characters or warforged.
Give me a perception check.
17.
Don't see anything.
Okay. As a suspicious, you don't see anything.
I mean, you like I said, the crowds have thinned out here pretty nice. It is getting pretty dark. I mean, you have dark vision, but so yeah, you
Can I take out like a piece of paper and pretend to act inconspicuous.
I think that's pretty conspicuous.
Just start walking with a newspaper.
Poke some holes in it.
Do my eyes just glow in the dark?
Yeah.
Two
Just wondering
beacons in the
how,
night.
if I should leave the goggles on or not.
I mean, even with the goggles on, like there's still a glow.
They're tinted.
There's still a glow. It's not like they're opaque. You wouldn't be able to see at that point.
Some poor dude with bad
That's
ears
your
and a cloak
goggles.
comes following you around like, you summoned me.
But yeah, so you see before this figure disappears, you see him turn. Like he goes through this old, like wrought iron gate that's like rickety and kind of falling apart, and he heads in and he goes into just this looks like a like sort of like West Hall on main campus. But it's all dilapidated and run down. All the windows are busted out.
So what's how on my campus?
Right. But it's like you could like on one end the roof is caved in. But he walks inside a door. I mean you're so far back that you're not going to be you can walk in if you want to, but it'll take you you're probably a good 15 seconds or so behind him.
Yeah. But it keeps going, right? I could keep just walking straight.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you don't have to turn into this gate where he turned.
Oh. Yeah, I want to just keep walking straight past
Okay.
it.
All right.
Up to probably like the next corner or something like that.
Sure.
But as I'm passing,
Yeah, you're getting pretty close. Like you're almost at the city walls at this point.
do I get the sense, like how far is it from the gate to the house?
Probably about
Because I can sense him up to 60 feet.
it's probably about 80 feet.
Okay.
Like it's like a big like lawn.
You should stand out in the yard. I sense you.
I see you. Okay. That's why I just wanted to check the distance on like if I could feel him anywhere there as I walk past, and also wanted him to see us walk past if he was looking, and then.
No, he does not seem to have been. He does not seem to have spotted you.
All right, and I'll just walk past, and then I'll stop like 30 or 40 feet past the gate, and then wait on them.
Okay.
I'm glad I cast pass without a trace. We would have screwed.
Yeah, my big fat one.
Yakko.
Big fat stompy feet.
Yeah.
La la la. I'm oligarch. I'm quiet.
Doesn't matter if you don't have disadvantage. If you still roll a one.
I know, right? It's like you have armor that makes you not have disadvantage, and you still roll like shite.
I know, right?
All right, so yeah, you guys catch back up to them.
Come on, Debbie, roll better.
All right. What do you think?
Well, he went in there. We could just as easily go in.
Think we should maybe case the place first and keep an eye on it and see. Concerned as to where those the others went.
One could assume that they have another underground base here.
I'm gonna kind of like while they're talking, I'm gonna kind of like keep an eye out just behind us, just to make sure like no one else sneaks up over.
Okay, give me a perception check. Do you have dark vision
No.
with disadvantage?
My other concern is where everyone else went.
Yes,
Where did other D20s right?
I'm concerned about that as well, but I feel as though if that case does hold the binding tubes,
That's gonna
perhaps
be an
this is
8.
where they're unbinding them.
Huh?
That's gonna be an 8.
Okay.
I don't see shit.
Maybe he's just a delivery man, and then we can go in and get them after he drops them off.
Would it be normal for like the street to be lit up anyway, or?
Not out here. It's not. It was when you were in the denser part of town, but you almost get the sense that like this portion of town is like almost just like it's a ruin that they've kind of forgot about.
Your word has inspired me a little bit. Just out of curiosity, Riven, could you change into one of the Warforged?
I think I've already tried, but I'm gonna try anyways, just for the.
That's a shame. No, it was just a curiosity.
I mean, she looks like a fleshy warforged.
I
Like she can
gotcha.
make herself look like the colors and whatnot, but
You're hideous. Stop. Turn it back. No,
And I just change into a Gendrix.
Why did you
no, you're quite good looking. Yeah, no, I'm just trying to be like Batman and make all the contingency plans over here. All right, so
It's whatever they are, but with her clothes she's wearing now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's Gendrix in a ribbon dress.
No, it's Guy Fieri Gendrix.
Hell,
And I'm just kind of like mocking Kim. Every single word that he says, I'm turning to you guys. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And don't it sound exactly like him, too?
Yeah.
I think you look rather good in red. That might be your color.
maybe I should try that next time.
I think it's just fire. You might not want to do that. This is me talking to you, or it's like a me to me conversation. You know what I'm saying?
You should definitely speak with a bit more class in your voice if you were going to be me. I would hate for people to think that I'm trash.
Great plans.
All
Hi,
right.
my name is Gendrix, and I'm not from a farm. I'm from class.
All right, turn back into Riven now. I'm not happy with this anymore.
And I changed into a ribbon.
Gendrix to Furryland.
I
All
feel
right.
like we're having like an interview. Like I'm being interviewed.
That's the thing is that Ribbon
is so
can
loud.
sound just like him,
Just refuses.
but she can't. But Ansley can.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we risk exposure being rather loud.
I apologize. I wasn't thinking when
Yeah, he
when I
apologizes.
talk about myself, I get rather concerned.
It's just late at night. We've just been drinking.
This is also true.
I haven't
I
been
guess.
drinking anything. I'm a party all the time, 24/7.
It's just a ruse. Anyway, I think we just go in the front door and see what's there.
But there's only one of him in any case.
Well, for now.
I have a sneaking
I'm
suspicion.
gonna go around the corner and pee.
Try to peek in the window.
I'll do that while I'm peeing.
All right. So what are we doing?
Ansley, lock your door.
Oh, let me go unlock it then. I didn't think it was locked.
I can pee in Wes's room.
In the corner, on the floor.
Preferably in the bathroom. But,
Yes,
All right,
go pee in his room.
all right. So what do we want to do?
First of all, I need to pull my shit together. I can't see shit out here, guys.
I mean, there's a decent moon, but it's still dark.
I'm gonna like take off like the goggles or like put them on my forehead, and I kind of just look around.
Are they like being?
But I get like right next to her, so I'm like looking for her head.
I'm gonna just kind of sneak off and like kind of case the perimeter of this building real quick. Like I'm gonna go around and see if I can spot anything. Like,
Okay, give me an investigation.
okay, do I need to stealth it up or no?
You can if you want.
Just for shits and giggles. Yeah, it's a 26.
Okay.
Stealth.
You feel pretty stealthy.
I am the knight.
Well, we got Batman signals over there.
And you said investigation.
Uh-huh.
It's a 15 investigation.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, this fence, it's pretty big. You get the idea. Actually, as you're walking, you kind of see where there are several more of these like old, dilapidated, busted buildings. But then a few more blocks away, you don't go that far, but you can see there are nice, what look like large university buildings. And you do see, even on this dilapidated fence, it's busted up, but it's the seal of Morgrave University.
Okay.
You get the idea that this is Old Morgrave, which is you would just know this. I think most people know this, that they started a campus in Wroat to try and get some legitimacy, and most of it burned down because of experiments. But they've rebuilt it recently in the last several years, and that's what this one that's a few farther blocks away, and that's New Morgrave. But
Okay.
this old, busted up part is Old Morgrave.
Well, I know where they got the grave part in there from.
Getting back around to them, I'll say I didn't see any activity. However, it seems that this is definitely Old Morgrave University. If ever there were a creepy place to hide a debinding chamber, it would be here, I think.
Let's go check it out.
All right, Scooby Gang.
Roro. All right, so
That's
You-
definitely Sir Gilliam's.
you make your way into the building where you saw the Warforged go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll out my Pokemon. It's just Sir Gilliam's.
Okay. Let's get some.
Dun, 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 dun.
Let's get some creepy music.
Creepy.
Every step we take is going creak, creak.
Every step you take.
Okay, so you make your way into this building, and yeah, as you come in, you can see there's broken furniture. It looks like there was a bad fire inside this building. But as you come in, you see there are broken stairways that head up, but you see there's one spiral staircase and one end of the building that looks like it goes down.
There look like there are any fresh tracks in here.
Give me a. Do you have dark vision? Yeah, you're half work. Give me an investigation check.
Investigation.
I guess, is it really dark in here? Am I gonna have to hold on to someone and be like, hey guys?
Or you're gonna have to get some light.
15.
Yeah, you're able to make out like through like some of the ash and whatever. You can see some big two-toed footprints heading towards that downstairs stairway.
Looks like he's heading downstairs.
Well, it'd
Looks
be
like we're
nice
heading
to see
downstairs.
that.
Just hold on to my shoulder.
Okay, I'm gonna like grab onto his shoulder.
Wait. Does this whole place look dark?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think I have dark vision.
You can
for
see.
a change.
I can see.
You can see.
Mm-hmm.
You're the only one who can't see.
Let's
That
see
is
what you
correct.
did there.
I don't think I did anything. Let me see what I have for you.
Oh, let me see. Okay.
That's not. I'm not making any jokes.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't say that I have
You
dark
don't.
vision, so I was double checking. Can I like give me some night vision goggles, please?
You can literally look like anybody except a Warforged. It would have been a little OP to give you dark vision.
So I'm gonna pull out this little droplet vial. Let me see. All right, tilt your head back.
I don't think I want to do that. I'm like looking up like at the ceiling, and I'm like,
Why are you yelling at
It echoes as you yell that out.
Just trust me.
you're putting random objects in my mouth.
No, not your mouth, your eyeballs.
My eyeballs. Oh no.
And I'll put droppers in your eyeball.
Do you actually have dark vision prepared?
It's actually comes with
Nice.
whatever paladin I am.
Oh,
But I
nice.
can't remember. Yeah, it's
Sweet.
always prepared.
Sweet.
I was like, I remember seeing that.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
so how long does that last, and is it concentration?
8 hours.
So probably not concentration for 8 hours, eh?
No, not
Nice.
concentration.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, you now have dark vision.
Yep.
Everyone
60
can
feet.
see.
Noise.
So now
We
if
don't
we're-
have to hire somebody to carry a torch for us.
No. And if we're quiet, we can actually sneak around.
Sneaky.
Okay, so
Pass without
Says
trace.
the person who's gonna roll a 1.
Clomp, clomp, clomp.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the pass without trace, so we at least get a minimum of 10.
so she's not gonna have any spells when y'all get to combat, but okay.
Well, I've only used technically I'd only used 2 because I've
Yeah, but there's second level spell slots for pass on trace.
yeah, but
Okay,
Alright, so
So-
we'll head downstairs.
heading down the stairs.
Yep.
Yeah, so the spiral staircase goes down. You figure for probably about 2 stories into the ground, and then it levels out into a flat pathway for about 20 feet that then descends down into a straight stairway. As you descend this staircase into utter darkness, the temperature drops dramatically. The smell of ancient masonry and spent torches hangs in the air. Unlike the dilapidated building that you just entered, the flagstones of this chamber are smooth, well kept, and clean. Let me turn over your map.
Dun, dun.
Okay, so, yep, there's a chamber, hallway in front of you that goes for about to the end of your dark vision.
And the footsteps are lost in the stone or still?
Yeah, once you
Kinda
get down
there.
here, yeah, it's pretty clean. There's nothing really to have left tracks.
Okay. But there's only one way.
Yep.
Okay.
I quite like how clean it is down here.
Nothing.
They must have known I was coming.
Nothing to squeegee. I'm going to walk, but I'm gonna try to keep an eye out, I guess, for. I guess I'll keep an eye out for traps. I really don't know what those things really would look like down here, but we'll see.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Put that on the anvil, man.
Yep. It's going on the anvil.
He blames it on the dice. It's not the dice.
Okay, that's the third one tonight
On that die.
on that die. That's anvil if I ever seen one.
All right. So yeah, you don't suspect that you see any traps.
No, it looks clean.
Yeah. So you follow
Very
your
clean.
way down this. You follow your way down this corridor, and it turns to the left.
I will turn to the left.
Okay. Is everyone?
Yeah.
I'm going to assume, unless you say otherwise, that you're traveling as a group.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give me a marching order. You got 10-foot wide hallways right now, so you can march 2 and 2, if you want. You don't
I'll
have to.
watch the rear.
It is
I
quite
assume
nice.
I'm back there somewhere.
All right. I guess it's Oligar and me.
Okay. All right. So you turn to the left. As you turn to the left, you see 2 doors in front of you. One of them is an iron bar, like an iron grating door, that appears to be rusted shut. And then the other is just a wooden door that is closed.
Mhm.
Is there an eye hole on the wooden door?
Nope.
Like a little keyhole?
It has a handle.
Looking at the rusted shut thing,
Mhm.
and we can't see anything through it.
I mean, you can see into the room.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, there's a door here, and then a wall, and then a door here.
Mm-hmm.
As you look at it.
Looking at the rusted iron grate thing, does it look like there are rust shavings all over the ground?
No.
No. Interesting. So which way? Wooden or rusted iron?
I think our best shot's probably the wooden, because I don't know how we're gonna get the rusted iron knocked down.
I mean, we could just. It lifts up like a grate. One would assume we could just lift it.
Well, it looks like a
Like a
it
push?
has hinges. Yeah, it's a
Oh,
swinging
okay.
door,
It's a
but
swinging
it's just made out of like iron grating
Here you
instead
go
of
again,
like
gonna pull up a push door.
you know like.
I
Am I
pulled
being
the
clear with
last
what I
one.
mean by iron grating? Like imagine like
Like a gate.
yeah, sort of. Like it's just vertical and horizontal iron bars.
So it opens
Does,
up one of
does
those
anything
Ferrari
stick out
doors.
on the other
it
side?
opens like a regular door. God damn it!
Does anything stick out on the other side, like that?
On the other side of what?
The iron gate.
From here, I mean, it's the angle that you have isn't really good. I mean, it looks like a chamber on the other side of that
Gotcha.
room.
Like hear any movement or anything coming from the other side, or
Perception.
fucking 26.
You don't hear anything in this room, no.
I like you, little fella. All right.
You can be friends with this one.
No, stop. Maybe we should check out the room that we don't hear or see anything coming from yet that we can see into.
That's fair. I will try to look at the hinges to figure out whether I should push or pull this door.
Which one?
The iron one.
It looks like it would push.
I want to look like I push it
Okay.
and then push it.
It is rusted shut. You push on it, and it doesn't. It just kind of creaks, but it doesn't. It doesn't budge.
Not sure this one's going to budge without making quite a ruckus.
Well, perhaps on the way out then.
It's possible.
We tend to have less people concerned with our whereabouts on the way out of places, as there are usually less people alive.
Kind of disheartening, but fair.
We do cut quite a path of destruction.
Doesn't make me feel better.
Well, if that door won't budge, he probably didn't go this way either.
Unless
See,
there's
there
a,
you are with that brilliant intellect.
unless there's a
Jesus.
secret, key thing. I'll start feeling around on the wall. Is there anything on the wall?
I'm just looking at the wooden door like.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up to the wooden door. I'm gonna kind of like, I guess, jiggle the handle a little bit to see if it's like locked.
It does not appear to be locked.
I don't think this is locked, guys.
Take a peek inside. Tell us what you see.
I'm gonna like,
Deck safe.
There's a wall in between us and that door, right?
Oh,
Did you fail?
Come on, little buddy.
no.
That one. 8 points of acid damage.
Yeah.
As you push the door open, and from where the lock mechanism would be, acid just splashes the side of your face.
Alright, Ribbon turns around and like half her face is melted off.
Well, at least you can fix that.
Fix what?
Oof.
I don't think it came this way either.
So if you laid a hand on her face right now, would you like heal a handprint and there'd still be like acid burns around it? That would be dope.
All right. So
Well, we know the trap has been sprung. We can safely move forward.
Sure.
okay. So everyone pushes through the door.
Yeah.
I mean, not at the same time, no.
I'm definitely gonna wait
Okay.
for that second person to go through there.
Okay. So
Yeah, I'll
what
reserve-
do you
I'll-
do after you get hit with acid?
Well, I'm gonna like back up because there's acid in my
Okay.
face.
So you back up. The door closes.
Alright, I'm gonna use Circulium this time. Like, I can't see.
Okay. You're using him to open the door.
Yeah.
All right. Dexterity saving.
Death save.
That's like. That's a 15 plus
Alright.
5, so
He
that's 20.
pushes the door open, and he's so short the acid splashes over his head. But he walks on through. The door shuts.
Perhaps you should have him pull the door open and hold it.
Alright, I'm gonna pull my door open and hold it.
Okay. Acid shoots out, but no one's there to get hit by it. So.
So, there we go.
It's squirting acid.
Do you think maybe you should gather some of that acid?
Don't look at me. Do not get this off of his face.
Sounds pretty dangerous.
Am I intelligent enough to know if it would burn through the glass or not? That I put it in?
Usually vials, like you probably have vials that are specifically designed to contain acids.
I guess I could try.
Couldn't hurt to have a little acid. Just drop a little acid from time to time.
I'm assuming I have gloves in my kit somewhere, like that are safe for this.
Acid gloves.
No? Okay.
You don't have like dragon hide acid gloves yet.
Put that on the list.
Oh, here I have mage hand.
I'll like hand you the vial.
I'll grab it out of her hand with the mage hand and like hold it in front of where I think the acid's coming from and be like, have him pump the door.
So it's in the door jam.
It's in the door jam?
Yeah, so like this is the wall.
Mhm.
The door shuts here. When the door opens, the acid shoots from here, this way.
Okay, I'm still having pump the door. I mean, like, because he's already told me that instruction
Doesn't
is.
do anything.
It's like
Pump it.
It
Alright,
has-
I'm
the
gonna
door-
close it
you
and then
get the
open
sense
it.
that the door has to shut all the way for the
Alright,
trap
I'm
to
closing
reset.
it and then I'm opening it. And then I'm closing it and then I'm
All right,
opening
it's
it.
just just shooting that
Yeah,
acid.
just I'll gather some in the vial and float it back over.
Just give me a dexterity check.
All right.
What the fuck?
7.
Yeah, you don't catch any acid.
Alright, well, I'm gonna keep opening and shutting, hopefully.
All right, that's enough. That's enough.
Yeah, so you don't get any acid. You don't just get to keep doing it and roll until you succeed. God damn it!
I'm gonna take 50.
This is not working. I'm sorry. Never mind.
it was
so
a good idea.
when he
Thank you.
pumps it for the last time, I'll just put the door and just
Okay.
walk through.
All right, so as you all walk through into this room, you notice that the iron grated door and this door go into the same room. And
Okay.
you look over your shoulder and you're like, oh, and you see the iron grate door.
Solves that mystery.
Oh,
So
certainly
this
good to know.
room appears to have been it has a large reception desk along the eastern wall with several stalls once used to accommodate visitors to the university. Moldering portraits of old deans line the western wall. A wooden door stands open to the northwest, and a split wooden door is located at the north end of the reception desk. Anytime in this dungeon when I say a split door, it's like one of those ones where the top half opens but the bottom half can stay shut. That's what I mean by split.
It's a saloon door, but not. It's an
No,
inverse
that's
saloon
like this. Those also exist in here.
I was thinking Friends when Joey cut the door.
That's a horse store. You know how the horses' doors open in the stalls? That's a horse store. You're welcome, guys.
Thanks for
Okay,
that.
so
Riven or Ainsley?
It's my.
that is
it's
what you
Raven.
see in this room. A door to the north and a door to the east.
Which one's split?
The split door is the one to the east.
All right, the horse store east. Got it.
I feel like I want to investigate this split door so I can really get a feel for what they look like.
Okay.
Check for acid squirters.
We don't see like any footprints. It's not dusty anymore. Okay.
It is not.
I'm gonna go check for squirters.
Which door?
The split door.
Okay.
To
Give
the
me an
east.
investigation check.
Let's try you out. You can go fuck yourself.
Was it a 1?
Oh, it was a 2.
It does,
Moving on up.
does not appear to be trapped.
All right, I'm gonna take Sir Gilliam's and I'm gonna open up the door.
Okay. The top half is already open.
Oh, okay.
I'm
What's on
gonna
the
go
other
bottom
side?
half.
It appears to be an auditorium of some kind.
Oh.
Sir Gilliam's was gonna turn around and be like, huh?
This must be where Professor Snape had potions class.
Who?
Never mind, you would know him.
So is everyone going into this next room that he just opened?
I'm taking Sir Gilliam's. My acid face is just gonna stand out from afar.
Okay. So who else going in the room?
I'll take a peek inside. I'll
Okay.
go in there.
I'll go in if someone else makes it insane.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they all seem to make it in fine. This room is a small auditorium, likely used for community gatherings, concerts, and university orientations in the past. Many of the chairs are broken or destroyed. The stage curtain is mostly rotted away, and the wall sconces burned out years ago. A grand lectern bearing the Morgrave University crest sits prominently in the center of the stage.
Are there some chairs with a banjo and drum set?
Nope.
Oh, damn.
Also to the north, so to the left of this door that you just came through, there is another iron door.
Rusted shut, I'm assuming. Rusted, anyway.
I mean, you want to go look at it?
Yeah.
It does not appear to be rusted.
No, it's not rusted. Okay, this door's not rusted. I will, is it a hingy door?
It looks like it would open inward, push in.
I will grab it and move with it.
It's definitely locked.
Then I will not move with it when I attempt to pull it.
But as you touch the handle and try to move the door,
God damn it.
you might as well go ahead and roll initiative.
All right.
It's just a great way to start the day.
Oh,
That's very
shit,
good.
yeah. Moving on up. Alright, so there's a 3. I'm just going to put this on his shame.
You're gonna love this. I've hot linked everything in the document,
Oh.
so I can just open it right up in D&D Beyond.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Okay, so I have a 15. Okay, initiative, Riven.
12.
Just put me at the
Oligar.
bottom. 4.
Oop.
That's not what I meant by the bottom.
Sorry. Oligar. All right, Genesis.
15.
That's not a number.
15.
Tinsky.
As you grab the door handle, you notice a rune in the middle of the door start to glow red.
Bullshit.
And out of that rune, 2 massive black dogs with fire in their mouths jump out.
Oh, fuck.
Genesis, you're up. What do you do?
I firebolt immediately.
All right, go for it. You know what? We can draw this.
Dope. I like drawing.
When you wish upon us.
Wait for it to get killed.
Ooh, this does more because I'm a higher level now.
Yep.
So this is the door that you just came through, and this is the door that Oligar.
Oh, shit, it was right there. But
You're right here. And 2 doggos leap out of the door.
woof.
Woof.
Actually, we'll say that this is here because that's a wall.
really woof.
Okay. All right, everyone else, place yourselves wherever you're at.
Place yourself.
And the stage is kind of over this
The
way.
stage is down this way.
Down that way. Yeah, Gendrix was definitely making his way to the stage prior to.
For obvious reasons.
I'm
Can
probably
you give
like
me Sir Gilliam's?
middle-ish.
Where's?
We'll say that this is the
The mini.
stage.
There's the
There you
mini.
go.
It's probably further down here, based on the side.
Yeah, I'm like at the edge of the steps leading up to it, wherever that.
Like right there.
Okay, Genesis.
Yeah.
Which one?
The one closest to her. So I'm like in the middle of the room.
So this will be 1 and this will be 2.
Okay, 1.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh, that's a shitter roll. 13.
That hits.
Ooh. 17 damage.
All right. As the firebolt hits, it just looks at you. It doesn't phase it.
Oh, fudge.
Mm.
Giant black dog with fire in its mouth. I will reiterate that for everyone again.
Fiery mouth dog. I wonder if that has anything to do with fire.
That's going to
Let
be...
me check my spell list.
Did you want to move at all?
Fire, fire, fire.
Hey, you know what? I can't help it that you only know fire spells.
No.
Okay. All right. This one will peel off. You get an attack of opportunity if you would like.
Yeah, why not?
Slap his ass.
All right, cool. We're moving on up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a 10 total.
Nope.
Okay. Down to 1. And then we'll go ahead and do the rest of them out. I'm counting up. Eventually, I'll get.
You'll find a good one. All right. This one that's on you, Oligar. I need Sir Gilliam and I need Oligar. Wait, no. Sir Gilliam one. Nope. Just Oligar. Actually, he's just going to try and bite you, Oligar.
Watch out, his mouth is on fire.
Bite my shiny metal butt.
But that probably isn't going to hit an 11.
No, it misses.
Okay. This one, however, I need Sir Gilliam and Genesis to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
12.
12 is what you needed.
So a 4 doesn't work?
No, it's not. That's going to be insufficient.
Just check.
So, just going to do a little fire damage here. So, Sir Gilliam will take half of this, and you will take all of it, Genesis.
Well, at least you get to be killed by the thing you love.
23 points of fire damage, so half for Sir Gilliam.
Ooh.
So that would be
11.
Okay, so you would just went around it.
And that is their turn. Riven.
All right, I'm slapping his ass. We'll
So
walk up
what's-
to him.
So he just breathed fire.
What's the D6 for?
It's just to remind me that he has used his fire breath,
Ah,
and I've got to roll that to see if it recharges.
gotcha.
6 more rounds.
All right, I'm
left.
slamming him.
All right.
Oh. Slams it.
Well, this thing's bounced like footballs.
Yeah, on a tile floor.
T-Leg.
Go for it.
Yes, that's gonna be an 11. It's
That will
prob-
miss.
okay.
Sir Gilliam hits it, just dodges out of the way.
Can I move a little bit more after I've moved? If I still have movement
Uh-huh.
left. All right, I'm gonna kind of like wedge in between
Okay.
me and her.
All right. Anything else? Gendrix.
Gendrix saw the fire breath and decides that he's going to be on the opposite side of where the fire is coming out. Do a little shadow of war dodge roll and get behind this dude
Okay.
and take Feather out and take a smack at him.
All right, go for it.
Try to not be loud. Although I'm sure that with a, dog trap going off, somebody's got to know we're here.
What the hell did I just click on? The wrong
Oh
one.
no, but the Phantom of the Opera's gonna come down and beat our ass.
Let's try that.
All right, 22 to hit.
Yeah.
And that would have been with advantage, but
You can roll with advantage to try and get
higher than a
crit-
22?
a
Cracked
critical.
him.
All right.
If you wish to crit.
Nope.
No? Okay.
We'll stick with the 22.
No crat.
All right.
6 plus 4. Yeah, I'll take a swack. That'll be 9 points of damage. That's a little.
On the one
To
with the
number
die next to
1.
him.
Yes, the one that has used his fire breath.
If I can find a writing and Clement, that works. You said 9?
I'm at a
Yes.
+7
Okay.
to hit now.
All right, Oligar.
Ooh, Oligar's gonna smack that guy in the face.
Okay,
That is a 14 plus 7.
that hits.
Alright, let's roll this. Roll that one. 7, 11 points of damage.
Okay,
And then we're gonna swing again.
second attack.
That is 15 plus 7.
Yes,
And
getting them when they count.
a 14 points of damage.
Nice.
Whack, whack.
That one howls in pain. He's bloodied.
Yes.
Nice.
And then we will. I'm up against that door, right?
Uh-huh.
Alright, cool. I want to make sure that I'm not. Alright, cool. I'm good.
Okay. Back to the top, Genesis.
I'm gonna reach into my jacket and I pull out this little mushroom and squeeze it in his face. And that's poison spray.
Okay. What
So
is
you gotta
that?
make a con save.
A con save. Okay. What's your? Oh no, that 6 doesn't pass.
Weak Constitution.
Is this what kind of damage is this?
Is it a poison?
I guess poison spray would be poison. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
10
Definitely
damage.
lightning.
Yeah.
10 damage. All right. Anything else?
Not fire.
It's fire damage.
Wanna move back. So
What's the range on poison spray?
10 feet.
Okay. Yeah, you can move. You're not in his melee range.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna move back.
Okay.
Like, yeah, a couple of squares.
Okay. All right. That will bring them up.
No fire breath for you.
He will. Let's see. Sir Gillian missed him. You hit him though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna try and bite you.
Right in the haunches.
That's gonna be a dirty 20 to hit.
That will hit me.
All right. So you're gonna take 7 piercing damage
Ooch.
and 4 fire damage.
Oh.
And then the one on you
Yeah.
is gonna he's gonna breathe at you. I need a dex save.
Oh, snap. Nope.
What'd you roll?
A 4.
So you can have all these. 24 points of fire damage.
And that's how we ended our campaign,
All
guys.
Right.
Alright, I'm slapping him. Would I technically get advantage? Because.
Yeah. I mean, is there a flank?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, you
flanking.
can
Alright,
definitely
slam
flank these
him.
guys.
Flunked.
Go through it.
Got the old flanker Rooney.
Does a 16 hit?
It does.
Okay.
Armor class 13. 1 tree
Alright, so that's going to be 5 points of damage.
to number 1.
Yeah. To the one I'm
Number
looking
1.
Okay. Anything else?
Hi, number 1.
Do you want to do
Nope.
anything? Okay. Gendrix.
Since he bit me, I'm pretty upset with him, so I'm gonna go ahead and smack him right in the face with feather.
Do it.
That'll hit 15 on the die.
Okay.
9 more points of damage. I'm going to expend a use of Bardic Inspiration to add some psychic damage.
Okay. You certainly may do that. How much psychic damage?
I'm finding out. Pretty sure it's 3d6. Yeah.
Ooh. You upped it.
Yeah. I'm not very happy that he bit me. I don't like that. So my
Savage
sword
dog.
glows purple and doesn't seem to do all that much extra
Oh,
damage.
no.
So 9 points of regular and 5 points of psychic.
Yeah, them 2 ones.
You hear it howl and just fall to the ground, and the fire in its mouth ties out.
Nice.
Bitch. Is it a female dog? Bitch.
Oligar.
Sufficiently bitched. I will smack a Rooney. 16 on the die.
Yep.
Give me some damage. Roll that damage.
Nice.
14 points of damage.
Nice. Yeah, you cut his head off.
Yeah.
And the glyph that's on the door is still glowing, but it just fades. But now that you've seen it, you can kind of see what its outline is.
So do not touch is what I'm gathering from that. Would anyone care for a bandage?
Yes.
I could use one, but I suppose they could use one more than me.
How?
I'm trying to be less selfish.
I think I'll be fine as long as I healed.
Do you use radiant for healing?
No.
Are you a paladin? Okay. That's cleric. No.
Technically, it's just a band-aid, but
Yeah. Healing doesn't have a damage type.
Lay on hands and
Mostly because it's healing.
burn
How
your
does that
face
work?
away.
If I have a vulnerability to radiant, does it hurt me more?
It means if you get hit with 5 points of radiant damage, you take 10.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yakko.
hurts hella bad.
Yeah, the opposite of resistance, which is halved, it doubles.
Okay.
Yeah, so you don't want to go up against a cleric.
Yeah.
It's gonna like cast Sacred Flame on you because it's gonna hurt.
That's
a
gonna
lot.
hurt like a.
It's gonna hurt like a mug. All right, so what are we doing? There's 2 dead hellhounds. I mean, they look like they played like hellhounds, but they're actually made of like iron. They look like the iron defenders you've seen, but they're just bigger and like made of this black iron.
I believe this door was trapped with a rune. Looks like it's still there.
Perhaps we shouldn't
Touch it.
touch it.
Yep.
I'm gonna take a quick look at the dog and see if there's anything special about him other than being made of metal.
No, it just looks like an iron defender.
Just regular old iron defender.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can see like the fire that it was producing looks like it was like there was some sort of a furnace inside of it. You can see like what it shot out with. You can actually see a nozzle. It's not like it breathed it because it's a construct.
Interesting. You should take notes for your next puppet.
Ah, yes, I want to have a breath breathing fucking balls.
Fire breathing?
Yes.
Breath breathing fucking balls. Got it.
That would be quite the puppet.
Okay. So
Perhaps on our way out we should try to get one of those furnace out of there.
Perhaps.
I could use one of your band-aids.
Alright. I'll walk over.
Are there Hello Kitty? I feel like they're Hello Kitty band-aids.
They are not Hello Kitty, copyright, but they are.
TMNT.
They're a small, nondescript princess. What the fuck do I use
That
for this
may
shit?
look like Elsa.
What are you
but it's
doing?
definitely not Elsa.
I'm just gonna cure wounds.
it's
There's
D8
there
per
it is.
level.
It's just the one. Ooh, look at that max. That is 11 points.
Nice.
You should slap a band-aid on my forehead.
Yeah, wherever's the most burned.
Take that,
Just
bitch!
all over this area.
He just slaps it.
It's a nice little
All right.
nondescript princess band-aid.
What we doing? What we doing?
I'm gonna go up and look at the stage. Let's check the lectern out.
Okay.
Do we need to investigate?
No, but everyone needs to roll initiative.
Initiative again?
You know what? We will just keep initiative to make it easy.
Okay.
Good, because
Not
one.
this
And
again.
I'll re-initiative this guy because he has a really terrible dex. He's in the same place.
Is the lectern like right at the front of the stage?
Yeah, so the lectern's like right. Yep. As you walk up to look at the lectern, you see it has the symbol of the Morgrave University, and you hear a as this
God.
like
No,
Inky
not
black-
the blob.
inky black jelly falls on the ground and just starts sloughing towards you. Genesis, you're up. What do you do? You see this thing. It looks like a black ooze of some kind. Just starts crawling across. It falls out of the like rafters above the stage, splats on the ground, and then just sort of starts oozing its way towards Gendrix.
I'm like,
Um,
and
I
I
don't-
grab
I
the thing and
I
drink
don't
it
have
really
an
quick.
ooze mini, so
No ooze.
so we'll just use Kankerworm.
Nice.
I'm gonna fireball that beast.
Fireball.
I'm gonna firebolt. Excuse me.
Oh.
Firebolt.
Okay. Go
I'm so
for it.
scared.
Yeah.
Your mom flashed before your eyes. It was very short.
Yeah.
18.
That hits.
Armor
class 7.
All right.
Finally, something I can hit.
Wait, that's not the right one. Just kidding.
Gonna roll them hot d12s.
Because I just had it for a different spell.
You
I
just-
have another one?
right? next to that one
D10s.
you just picked up.
A 12.
12 points.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
It's like a fart noise and a
Move it
sizzle.
all.
No.
Okay. It will move 20 feet. And it will attempt to whack you with a pseudopod.
I like how it went right around me. I feel like it's split.
No, it's attacking you.
Oh, it's attacking me?
Yeah.
I'm not
Does he
20
need to
feet
get
away.
Hurt, like, at all?
He's going to move as far as he needs to get up to you to whack you.
About 5.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, 5 feet.
Yeah.
He eats the
Because you're just right
lectern.
there. But that's only an 11.
That will miss.
Okay. That's his turn.
Ugh.
Did he just absorb the fire, or?
Oh, no. He took it.
Okay.
He took
He
it.
took a
Just-
lot of it.
Trying to make sure he got hurt.
In fact, I'd say he took all of it.
All right, so that's the monster's turn.
All right. That's his turn. He's done ribbon.
All right, and how far away is the lectern thingy majigger?
However many squares are there.
Right. I was standing
Okay.
right in front of it.
So
It's like right there.
okay, so that's I can only move 30 feet, I think. Yeah, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I don't even get close. I only
When you get closer. Closer.
What you doing?
I'm just moving, and that's it, because I won't be close enough
Okay.
to get.
I'm trying to decide how much knowledge Gendrix has about slimy things.
You can roll an Arcana check.
Being, young 120-year-old elf. That's a
Ooh.
nat 20 for
Oh, wow.
Arcana is going to be a 22.
Okay. What do you want to know?
Do I know about what will happen if I attack it with a non-magical weapon?
You're pretty sure that it you can see it's corroding the stage as it slows across it. So
Or pretty sure.
you have a pretty good sense that it may degrade your weapon.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna do another little Shadow War dodge roll, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump back to where.
Are you disengaging?
Yeah. Or no, I'm not taking an action to disengage because as I'm doing that, I'm aiming my new gun.
15.
15 hits on the dot.
You'll take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
And he just keeps rolling.
Stop. Quit.
17 points of acid damage.
Oh!
How many?
17.
Fuck you. So I fall down.
No, no.
It's under average.
You should have taken a band-aid. Damn your
You don't wear
whatever
magic. You
call
don't
that.
wear metal armor, right?
No, I wear leather. Yeah, I fall over.
Okay.
17 is exactly what I had left.
Damn.
Gotta get you some hit points.
Yeah, and as soon as I start to fall, I go to say, "Don't."
All right.
All right, and I don't think I have anything.
Oligar.
Well, that changes what I'm gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Thank you, I'm coming. I take out my special You're a Prince band-aid.
Medic!
And I'm going to affix it directly to the forehead, head on.
Apply directly to the forehead.
Apply directly
Head
to
on.
the forehead.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. That is only 6 points.
I'll take it. That's 6 more than 0.
Okay. Anything else for you?
No.
Genesis.
And as I come back to, I finish my sentence. Touch it with anything.
Do not touch it.
I'll throw back my jacket and drink a potion, and I'm gonna use burning hands.
Oh. Alright then.
So, I think I just do that.
Are you aware of the range of that?
Yeah,
Are you aware of where you are?
yeah. Nobody else is standing in front of me.
You
Oh.
would not have been able to get to him.
I thought he moved back and then
He
did it.
died trying to
Ah,
move
that's
back.
right. I forgot he didn't disengage. Then
Oh.
never mind. We'll do that
Oh,
next
so
turn.
he's not next to me.
No, he's
Okay.
right there,
Well,
and you're still
then-
dead.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
No,
cancel
That's
I'm
that.
not gonna
good.
do that.
Unless you had enough movement to get the rest of the way there.
I
Let's
thought
see.
he was right next to me.
Like,
No,
as he
I will.
took a step back, he got smacked.
That's
Oh,
right.
okay.
I forgot. We
No,
moved
Well, I guess
the mini.
technically you would have gone out of the range, so you're in that square. Where your base is.
No, then I'm going to double move,
Okay.
and I'm still going to pull out my Euro Prince, but I'm just going to have it.
Okay.
And I just double moved right there.
Okay. Now it's your turn, Genesis.
Okay. Well, I gotta change what I'm gonna do. Sorry.
Yeah, please don't burning hands right now.
Well, when I decided you were next to me, not in front of me. All right, I'm a chaos bolt,
Okay.
so I can like throw it over.
Go for it.
This will be the one time she rolls acid damage.
There's several on here that you don't want to roll.
13.
That hits.
Okay.
Armor class 7.
Sweet.
Big old 7.
So
Negative
I-
3 dexterity.
Wow.
And still rolled that on initiative.
Yeah, I rolled a 17.
I always roll shitty with them. I'm going to use acid damage.
What's your other option, out of curiosity?
The other one is psychic damage.
You should do that.
Okay, then I'll totally do that.
Well, let's
I'm gonna give
go
you-
ahead and play back this whole combat real quick.
And then roll back to the previous combat.
Just,
All right.
just look at my body sizzling on the ground.
And all the acid
No, I
damage that
think
he took.
acid's still a good idea.
And it's like mouth is like as skewered as like tongue is hanging out, and there's like a little fly.
So eight psychic damage.
Okay. Yeah, he takes all that.
All right, cool. You know what it is I kind of like tune shit out halfway through.
You shouldn't do that.
It's not
Halfway
like
through, this is we did.
I like never heard the acid at all. I was
Alright.
like,
The
all right,
whole
cool.
stage is corroding. Do you have metal
you're
armor
right
or
there.
any of that? Shit?
Nope, tuned all that shit out.
Yep.
All right, he is going to swing upon you.
I don't play D&D for the story.
Does a 17 hit?
Me? Yes.
You have magical armor, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you're
It's
going
more
to
like
take
I'm reading my spells actually.
4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh no. Yes.
16 points of acid damage.
Okay.
But your armor does not corrode because it is magical.
Thank you.
Okay. Ribbon.
Remember,
Sorry,
I
I
didn't
had
get to
to
finish
say
my sentence.
All right. Smack.
Savior
That's
of
going
the
to be
Gendrix.
18 plus 5. I'm not going to do that by some, but I'm pretty sure it hits.
Like 3 times over.
Yeah, we'll smack his ass.
All
But
right.
he doesn't have an ass. But imagine like a slime ball with some ass cheeks.
Can't unsee it now.
We're fighting a
Bubble
slimy
butt.
ass.
It's like Fern Gully.
Alright, it's going to be 5 points.
What'd you hit it with?
I had it with my sword.
With
Or this is
Sir Young?
sword, yeah.
So 5 damage?
Yeah. I know, it's already going to be like a -1.
-1.
But you know what? I'm taking one for the team. 'cause
Anything else?
I'm weaseling my way in there. No.
Olgar.
Shit.
Yeah, you can do a bunch of damage.
You're a prince band-aid.
I know. There's so many options right now. I got the Euro Prince Band-Aid. I got the oh shit vial. I got the beat blade. How does it look? Gelatinous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't look gelatinous. No,
No.
that's an improper term
Oh.
to describe this particular creature.
Is it more puddingish?
It's a little puddingy.
Does it look less viscous than before?
It looks pretty viscous.
Thick.
It's
Yeah.
getting more thick.
It's thick.
Oh no, I'm just imagining his butt cheeks getting thicker.
Just super
Thick with 2
thick.
C's.
This is 2 C's thick.
He's a bubble butt.
Dummy
Super thick. All right, in the effort of getting rid of this shit,
Bubble butt.
I'm gonna go around to the super thick side.
Okay.
I'm gonna shuffle around
Okay.
to flank it with Gwillams.
Okay.
Are you gonna do the butt, the anal?
I mean, it doesn't have a butt, so.
In our vision, it does.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I just came around to this nice viscous round butt, and I'm gonna smack it
All right.
all on the floor.
Do it.
Smack that. I don't want to, but it's happening. All right. There's the crit.
Nice.
I want to kill it.
Okay. You gonna put some smite on that?
Yeah, I'm going
All
to.
right.
Put some stank on that
I'm gonna
ass.
Put some stank on it. All right, so that's 2d8 plus 2d6 rolled.
Whole ass, dead ass,
Whole ass.
thick ass.
There's some damage. All right, so that is 9, 10, 11, 13, 17, 25 damage on the dice. Plus, I get max dice, right?
You do have to roll.
Oh, I have to roll this dice,
Yeah,
right?
you don't get max on those.
So 25.
So 25 plus 12 for the d6s.
Yes,
And then what'd you roll on your other d8s?
another 12.
12 more.
Yep, so 25 plus 24.
All right. It is less viscous.
Holy shit.
How less viscous is it?
A lot. A lot less viscous.
Okay.
Thin.
Does the -1 come into effect at the end of my turn? So does my
It does after you've done all of your damage.
all
you
of my
will go to
damage?
-1.
All right, so I will attack it once more.
It's not each time you attack.
Okay, good. 'Cause
At least that's my interpretation.
that would suck a.
It says after dealing
Big.
damage, the weapon takes a permanent and cumulative -1.
Got it. That'd be a big fat.
So I think it's after you've done all your damage. That's
suck
my
a left
reading,
nut.
at least.
There is another crit for you.
Oh, it's dead. You don't even have to
shit.
roll, dude.
Yes.
It's dead.
big
You
fat.
You just
You killed my friend. I don't like you.
you just F it real good. Gendrix, on your turn,
Mm.
because I forgot. I need you to make a death save. We are still in initiative because Gendrix is out.
I passed the death save.
Okay. Genesis.
Death or death.
I'm gonna run over there and pour a health potion in his mouth.
Okay. 2d4 plus 2.
Do I roll it or do you roll it?
You do.
Okay. 2d4.
Uh-huh.
He did. He can't roll shit.
Plus 4.
2 plus 2.
Oh, well that would have been nice. 6, 7, 9.
9. I love it.
9 healthy.
9. Jeez, what'd you roll?
7 on the
7,
4.
obviously.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, now I finish my sentence. Hit it with your weapons.
I'd be like,
Where-
you've been
where is
out,
it?
man. He's dead.
Oh, I was dead.
Oh man, you did slashing damage, didn't you?
Yeah, is that worse?
He's immune to slashing damage. but
Really?
I forgot that, so I'm not gonna go back and retcon
Oh
it.
fuck.
He knew that, and he hit him with the flat of the
He's
blade, so it's
dead.
bludgeoning.
Yeah, yeah.
I smacked him with the flat for his ass cheeks. I knew that.
Yeah, I mean,
You
he said
paddled
he was
him like
slapping his ass
a
cheeks.
college
I mean,
freshman trying out for that one.
I
that
hazed
frat, yeah,
all over his
'cause
ass.
Okay.
I'm definitely a fraternity guy.
All right, so you
I know how this shit works.
you drink some potion, and you come to. What do you want to do?
He gets drunk some potion. How do you minus
I'm
one
just
on
I'm
this?
just gonna kind of sit there for a
You're
moment.
just gonna have to do it in your head.
I'm just
not
staring like super creepily.
Thank you. Someone check the lectern. I'm need a moment.
I think we all need a moment.
Did you ever cough up that fly that's still stuck in your throat?
Is anybody taking him up on his word to check the lectern?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Does anyone in the general vicinity want to help me?
I will help you check the lantern.
Electron.
Lectern?
Thing.
Dr. Lecter.
Check the lantern! Alright, so that's going to be a investigation check. So I got many papers over here.
You do have
That's
shit
gonna be
up
like 16.
Okay, yeah, you notice there's under, like, the lectern is, like, kind of been knocked out of the way, and there's a small trap door under where the lectern was.
There appears to be a trap door here.
It's about this big.
It's probably a
Foot
trap.
square. Foot square.
Trap door. I'm not opening
like,
this one.
Like a foot by foot.
Yeah, foot square.
Fruit by the foot.
Yep.
I want to get Sir Gilliam's to like open it or like move it around so
Wait.
it's open.
1 second. Before we start opening any more doors. I got this out for you.
For me.
Yes. And I'm gonna on your cheek. And it says your prints on it.
Do I look like Nelly?
You do. Straight like Nelly.
Good gracious, ass
Is that what you give
bodacious.
him?
I give him 8 more points.
Sick.
And I'm going to juice myself.
Aren't you like that in the
up.
original 17 that you lost?
Yeah, now I'm back to the 17 acid damage that I took.
I'm going to, where is it? I'm going to juice myself the fuck up. Chicka-cha, chicka-chicka.
Do you lift, bro?
I lift my roids. Ooh, I get 25 now. Fuck yeah. I'm going to juice all of it.
Okay.
Because it doesn't appear that we're stopping anytime soon.
It comes back on a long rest, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But it doesn't look like we're stopping. So.
By the way, the next time I play a bard, I'm definitely going to be a rapper from the 2000s. Just throwing that out
All
there.
right, so is somebody opening that door under the stage?
Yeah, Sir Gilliam's opening it.
Okay. It opens.
All right, we're all safe.
What's inside the door?
You look in. You see that there is 2 statues. They're both depict the goddess Boldry, and they're made of a pale white stone.
Is this like a diorama? Because it's only like a.
And it's just like 2. They're about this tall each, about that big around, and there's just 2 of them.
Well, I even know who that Boldry.
Boldry?
Boldry.
Yeah, I mean everyone knows who Boldry is.
Every time after the shower.
She's one of the sovereign host, the goddess of community and hearth.
I'm so sorry, Liz. You put so much work into this story, and
We just turn it to shit.
I mean, let's be honest. I think I'm used to it by now.
I think it's pretty entertaining, right? I mean, hey, I'm entertained. Are y'all?
I tried to
not entertained?
Yeah,
to tune him out.
These two statues.
Mm-hmm. Is Baldry and who?
They both depict
Oh.
Boldry.
Gotcha.
So are they like the exact same statue or like 2 different like versions?
They're a little different, but I mean they're
Okay.
basically the same.
All right, I'm
Pick
gonna
one
pick one up.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
pick up the other one and kind of look at it.
Sir
Mm.
Gilliam's is holding the other one, and you're just holding.
Cheers, Sir Gilliam's, and be like, we should probably look for a place. Maybe this sits inside something, or perhaps maybe it's just a hidey hole for goddess statues.
Could be. And there's no other exits here besides the door we came in and the trap door.
That is correct. I think. Yep.
Do we want to try to see if we can disarm the dog generating door or explore somewhere else?
Well, the 2 doors that we had the option of going through both came into
No, the other one.
the other room. That's right. There's another room.
So from the reception room, there was the door that went to the east that came in here, and there's a door that goes to the north.
That's right.
Yep, there's one more door.
Maybe we should take our chances with the other door.
All right.
Quick look around before we head off. So there was the lectern, and then there was the curtains that's like kind of rotted. But I want to take a look, like a closer look around the curtains, maybe see if there's anything that might be hidden behind them or anything.
Yeah, you look around, you don't.
Okay.
There's nothing of value or
Right.
use.
I think that before we start messing with the door that spits out fire-breathing dogs, we should probably check the other.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I would prefer to be conscious for the rest of this.
All right. And I'll start walking that way, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Let me just make sure what this door is. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you go to that door. It's open. Or it's not locked, I should say.
Okay.
It's not locked.
I'm gonna get Sir Gilliam's to open it.
Okay. It opens.
Interesting.
To 15 charging Warforged coming to check on their dogs and their pudding.
That pudding. Pudding.
My pudding!
It opens up into a hallway that heads north for about 30 feet and then turns to the right.
All right, I'm going.
Creep up.
Give me a same marching order. I'm going to assume
Yeah.
you 2 in the front, you 2 in the back, unless you tell me differently.
Mm-hmm.
That way I don't have to ask all the time. All right, yeah, you go and it turns to the right into a hallway that extends beyond your dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna walk up. With Sir Gilliam's.
Yep. You keep walking. Eventually, you see it turns to the right again
All right,
to
Sir
another hallway
Gilliam's.
that goes beyond your dark vision.
We're making a giant square.
You go down, and it turns to the right to a hallway outside your dark vision.
This is indeed another square.
Okay. When you get to the end of this hallway, there is a wooden door in front of you and a hallway that turns off to your right.
There's a wooden door in front of us.
That goes wooden door that would head west, or a hallway that goes to the north.
I guess I'll see if the door is locked. Jiggle the handle, if it's a handle.
Yeah, it has a handle.
Jiggle, jiggle.
It appears to be opened.
Someone doesn't like to lock their doors. Or they like to booby trap them.
We've run into 2 booby trap doors thus far.
That's fair.
I'm surprised that the other door that we went through and the door that was the trap door where the statues were held weren't trapped.
It makes sense. Trap door.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tired of things trying to kill me in here.
Well, do you want to use Gilliam to open this one as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna get Sir Gilliam to open it.
I thought you already opened the door.
No, I just jiggled the handle.
Oh. Yeah, it opens.
Okay.
Alright.
So
what's
in
in
this
this
one, I
room?
guess.
Okay. This room is furnished with several vanity stands, a large velvet couch, and several squashy armchairs. A wooden door stands at the south end of the room. Roll initiative.
Oh, would you look
I was
at
about
that?
to say, I'm going to hit that chair over there and chill for a minute.
Wrong. God, am I playing a cleric?
I mean, you're a paladin.
It's supposed to be better. Step
All right.
up.
Genesis.
No,
22.
Just leave me down
Holy
there.
shit. I bet this is next. Oligar.
Yeah, just leave me right there.
Riven.
17.
Gendrix.
24.
Holy buttholes.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
I have 4 if anybody cares.
As you come into the room, 2 these like dog-sized rats with like spiky fur and like massive fangs just scuttle out and start coming towards you.
Like a porcupine?
You know what? I'm tired of this shit.
Not really, like a rat with spikes.
That's too damn bad.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
What you got?
Yeah, Gendrix is already in like a I'm not fucking around mood, so he's just going to go ahead and pull out the big gun and take a shot at the closest
I will
one.
assume that you loaded it.
Yeah, I've loaded it.
Regular or
I'm regular at the moment.
Okay.
I'm going to save those lightning rounds for...
It's always good to know.
so it'll take basically an action to reload after you fire 4 shots.
Right. Oh, yeah, so I'll fire 1.
Okay.
Fuck.
You didn't roll a 1, did you?
No, I did not roll a 1. Thankfully. That's going to
There'll
be
be another one down the tubes. Chunk.
I will just stop using guns.
You just have do the repairs.
11 to hit.
11 hits.
11 hits? All right, yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and say that's a D10. I'm going to go ahead and use some inspiration and just fucking obliterate this one if I can.
Okay.
All right. 5.
You get your dex still like a regular ranged attack.
Okay. 9, 14, and then plus 4, so 18 altogether.
Yeah, it explodes.
Dope.
Genesis.
There's his exploded. There's 1 more left.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna reach my hand out, and this like skeletal hand is gonna like come out, and try to grab it by the throat.
Okay.
So 18.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be 15 damage.
It explodes.
Nice.
All right.
We ain't
There's 2
fucking.
dead rat corpses in the green room now.
Is there another exit to this room?
To the south, there's a door.
To the south?
Alright, I'm gonna investigate the area.
Okay.
Yep.
Give me an investigation check.
While they're doing that, I'm going to go and flop in one of the armchairs and just...
That's gonna be. Are you helping me investigate, or are you investigating your own?
I'm investigating around.
Alright, well, I didn't see nothing.
What'd you roll?
A 4.
Nope.
I didn't see nothing.
I would
I
like
rolled
to
a
investigate.
12. Wait.
Yeah, I mean, anyone that wants to search can search.
Yeah, I rolled a 12.
It's a small room.
12, 12, 12.
I don't see anything.
And you're
Whole lot of
flopping.
nothing.
Yeah, I
Your
flop.
12 is just enough. So you see sitting on one of the vanities is a golden snuff box. You figure it's probably worth a decent amount of gold. And you also see a small wooden box, probably about like the size of a like an animal crackers box.
Ooh.
And when you open it up, it has 3 pots of paint in it and a small paintbrush.
Interesting.
And they're moderately unused.
Hmm.
Or no, they're moderately used. But this is let me see what, I think this is uncommon. Let me see what the rarity on this is. No, it is, you would have to identify this to know what it is.
Oh, okay.
Unidentified paintbrush set.
Unidentified face painting set.
Face painting set. Ah,
Wow.
I have a feeling I would like that. Because then 3 of us could change into somebody else if it's what I think it is.
It's not what you think.
Never mind
It's not
then.
bad at least.
It's a
Well, I mean, you can paint someone else's face on your face,
look.
but
It's
good luck
a
with
human, and then a tiger, and an elephant, and a bear. Completely disguised.
And so you take the paints and the snuff box?
Yes,
Okay.
I take them.
Okay.
I will take them.
Anybody else? Or,
I rolled a 5.
oh yeah, you didn't find shit.
We ain't found shit.
Is the chair at least comfy?
Yeah.
It feels pretty good.
You sit on it, it kind of has like a musty old smell to it. Like no one sat here in a while, but, and some dust comes up out of it, but yeah, I mean, it's comfortable enough.
Hmm.
Spritz it.
Are you taking a rest or just?
But yeah, if you all don't mind, I'd like to sit here for a moment.
Just catch your breath.
Catch my breath and take a short rest.
I will. Is there anything to barricade the doors?
I mean, you could close it and move like a chair in front of it if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. And then I guess we can use our hit dice too as well.
I'll move the chair that Gendrix is sitting in front of the door.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna sing a little song about Breland and how it's like the greatest nation on Eberron.
Roll your d6 for Song of Rest.
Be +3.
If you use hit dice, you get an extra 3.
Mine's a D8, right?
D6.
You're a
D6.
D6. You're a weak boy.
Weak. It's plus con or no?
Yes.
All right. So I used. We have 5 hit dice now, right? We're level 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this was. Oh yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
All right.
All right. So, where do you want to go? You have the door that you came in and a door to the south.
Well, I feel better now. Should we continue to the south, or should we go back down the hallway and take our chances?
I vote for the hallway. We could take chances.
We can see what's through this door since we're here.
That is a pretty good idea. I mean, I'm with you as well. I would like to know what's further down the hall.
And this door is already barricaded by your chair.
This is indeed true.
We
Not-
can always check the door first, I guess.
You want to have Sir Gilliam open it?
Constitution saving throw.
Ha.
Just
Well,
kidding.
yeah, I was
It
about to say,
explodes.
He's a construct, so
Construction
Yes,
saving throw.
That would
Right.
be really bad. If
Construct
this was
institution.
actually the trap that I had thought about putting here,
uh,
because constructs would have taken double.
Oh,
Oh boy.
he just been needed across the room.
destruction.
All right. This room contains several old wardrobes, a collection of crates, some moldy costumes, and a mop.
Do you have any cool maps in
Wardrobes.
here?
Definitely taking them off.
Like wardrobes, as in like the things that you put clothes in.
Well, I'm going to start looking through a wardrobe to see if I find anything fancy.
Give me an investigation check.
Will do.
I'm gonna investigate the mop.
Same. I want to look for like clothes and stuff.
It's a mop.
Yeah. Kind of want to take it.
14.
14. Yeah, you find a bunch of moldy old clothes.
I mean, does any of it look good in any way? Ew, it stinks in here. Close the back.
What'd you roll?
Oh, I haven't rolled yet. it's going to be investigation's going to be 11.
11. Yeah, you find a bunch of moldy oak clothes. In the corner where the mop is, as you pick the mop up, you sit on the floor. There's a device of some nature. It's about this big around, and it looks like it's made of brass or bronze or something. And it has some like faintly glowing gemstones set into it.
Can I bend down and look at it? Is it like set in the floor?
Nope,
or is it
it's just sitting on the floor.
No wires coming out of it?
Nope.
Yeah, I want to pick it up.
Okay. When you do, it sort of, you can tell that it can open up.
Oh. I will open it.
When you do, it looks like a compass. There's a needle that points north, but it also has like all these different gems that seem to glow and such.
Interesting.
Yeah. Da-na-na-na.
I found the compass.
You found the compass. Anytime you do a search for traps, if you're holding the compass, then you get advantage.
Oh.
It helps you find traps.
Sick.
Trap finding
We gonna
compass.
need that.
Nice. Look, I found a compass.
That's quite well, dear.
It's interesting.
Yeah. I like the gemstones in it.
You would.
Yes, I like nice things.
That's what I said.
Cool. Anything else of note in this small room?
Oh, it looks like an old storage room.
Oh, it made me forget about the mop. Damn.
There's the mop.
I forgot about it. I just walked out with this compass, still trying to figure it out. Something tells me it helps with traps, but
Good to know. All right, down the hall.
Okay, you head north. You it turns to the left, and then it turns to the left almost immediately again. And then on your right, there is a door, and the hallway continues on to the south.
on the right there's a door. Same old song and dance. I guess we'll see if
It's one of those iron bar doors like that
Uh-huh.
you can see through.
Uh-huh.
And the room that you can see a bunch of cages in the room. But that door does appear to be locked. If you
I will pull out the compass and look at the door.
Okay.
Does it look like what does it do? Does the compass do anything?
On this door,
Yeah.
you can see like some of the gemstones start to sort of glow.
Mm-hmm. Don't know what it means. Haven't quite figured it out.
So we can see it's a grated door, so we can see through it to the cages. Okay.
Yeah, you see a room that's full of cages.
But it might be trapped.
Well,
Well, let's look closely and see if we can see any sort of mechanism or rune or something.
Yeah, the last door like this had a rune on it, so that might be more up your alley.
I could try.
Just don't touch it. That's what I did.
Can I inspect it without touching it? Like
You-
Arcana was?
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check
I'm gonna give her some advantage.
or some inspiration.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I was
I'm gonna give her an
That's-
advantage with my inspiration.
That's the
So
best
Is
inspiration.
it D8 now?
Yes.
Okay. So 17.
It doesn't appear to be magical.
Interesting.
I don't think it's magical. It doesn't mean it's not trapped, but probably
For the
not
record.
magic.
Doing an Arcana check on a magically trapped door will tell you absolutely nothing. You need to do detect magic.
That's
I
right.
don't have that spell.
I don't think I do either.
Oh no! When I try to get away with that shit all the time as a player too. Try and use detect magic or try and use Arcana checks as a detect magic. That ain't how this shit works.
All right. Well, if she says that it doesn't appear to have any kind of magical trap, so I'm gonna whip out my little thieves' tools and try to pick the lock.
All right, give me a old check there.
We'll check a rune, and that's gonna be Dex plus
Dex and
proficiency.
proc, yeah.
Pure would be the keyword.
I will have 19 plus
It
4,
could be trapped
23.
in another way.
Does not open.
You work at it for a good 10 minutes.
I feel like that was one of my best pickings of a lock, and this lock refuses to be picked.
Oh, weren't meant to open it.
I'm gonna kind of put my face kind of close to the bar and see if I can see anything in there, any movement in the cages, any.
Just because of the orientation of the room, no.
Okay.
Like you can see pretty much directly ahead, but you can't see far enough to see the left or right. You can see there is a door directly across the way.
Okay. There's a door across from this one. Maybe if we circle around, we can find the entrance.
Just go left here, and we have a habit of going right after that, so perhaps.
The other way that you can go here is to continue south.
Oh, straight down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The door was to the west.
Let's continue then.
Try it.
As I roll up my little. Okay.
Yeah, you head to where this hallway, and it turns to the west, to the right. And you can see that that's going to turn to the left.
So it's going opposite.
Man, that's a
direction.
badass lock.
Lots of left.
It is.
Lots of right.
And then this eventually turns to the left, and there's a door.
Sinister Gilliam's going open it.
It's actually, I take that back. It's not a door. It's a portcullis.
And now the portcullis.
It is closed. Who is walking up to the door first?
I'm up there, so perhaps me.
Okay, give me a perception check.
15, 19, 22.
You can see on the far side of the wall far side of the room from the portcullis is a lever on the wall.
On the far side.
Mm-hmm. It's about 30 feet away.
There seems to be a lever on the other side of this room.
It's about 30 feet away, you say?
Yep.
There's no lever on this side of the portcullis. I doubt we could lift it.
I could try something.
I could try something as well.
What can you do?
Well, I may be able to manipulate it from here with a mage hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. So
Oh.
that's fine. You can do it.
Well, maybe it would be best if we put, our mage hands together.
Would that actually give us like more poundage we can
I
move?
guess both mage hands can move 10 pounds, so.
So, well,
Mage hands combined.
send a little mage hand
Do
out.
we get 20 pounds?
Well, they
But
can,
is
they
it
can
like
move
two
5
left
pounds.
hands? Is it like two right hands? It's like left and right hand. I gotta know this. What does it look like?
Mine looks similar to the tattoo I have on my chest. It's actually a hand that has like a thumb on each side.
That's a weird looking hand.
Yeah, Hunter Thompson's sheriff campaign symbol.
You gonna manipulate something with that?
Yeah.
Mine's probably just like a ghostly skeletal looking thing.
we got two thumbs
Some
in the
weird-ass
skeletal
people.
hand.
Yeah, send them over there and jiggle the lever. See if we
It just
can.
pulls down.
All right.
Portcullis goes up.
Dope.
This rectangular room is guarded by a black iron portcullis. On the wall opposite the portcullis is a lever. You figured that out? Does anybody go in?
Yeah.
Sinister Gilliam's
Okay.
first.
I slowly start to walk in, and Sir Gillian just goes.
Okay. Inside the room are several workbenches with a multitude of mechanical devices in various states of repair strewn across them. A cold forge sits along the southern wall, and a hulking warforged frame slumps against the forge.
See that and freak out a little bit.
A hulking frame, huh? How hulking?
If it had legs, like probably 12 feet tall,
Shit.
Damn, that is
Ooh.
hulking.
but it doesn't have legs.
It's pretty hulking.
It's basically a torso, and you can see there's like out of where his legs should go, there's like wires and all kinds of crap hanging out of him.
I'm Sinister Gilliam's a little bit closer.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start looking around the room. Just at all the shit.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
I'm investigating as well.
Are you investigating the north end of the room or the south end of the room? The warforged is at the south end of the room, for the record.
If you want to start.
Where
with-
are all the workbenches at?
They're around the eastern wall and the northern wall and the western walls. They're all around.
All around.
Yep.
Then I will start on the eastern and go around to the north.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
That is a 16.
16. You find a scroll case on one of the tables.
A scroll case.
Ooh, a scroll case.
Gonna check out the Warforged.
Yeah, I got a 21 on the Warforged.
Are you doing anything with the scroll case before we get to that?
Like looking at it, you mean? I mean, I'll open it up and confirm what it is,
Okay. Yeah, there's 2 pieces of parchment inside.
and I can see that they're actually scrolls.
I mean, if you pull them out, you can.
Yeah, just gonna see
So-
kind of what they are.
Yeah, so one is a, not that you can tell what this is, but any of the other casters will be able to tell this is no problem. This is a spell scroll, and it has the spell Mind Spike at 3rd level on it.
My spike's so good.
And then also a map of the dungeon.
Oh, dope.
The orientation, you got it upside down. That way. Nope, 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 nope. There you go.
Hey,
There's only 4 ways it can go.
And you are currently
You are here.
in this room.
Okay.
This one?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna prop this right here for now.
Which way did we come from? Obviously not this way.
Yeah, that's the big amphitheater room.
This is?
Yep.
So we came from here.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit. I feel like we went a lot further than that. Nice. That's a big ass dungeon.
Yeah, no kidding.
Damn, that's a big ass dungeon.
Yep, I told you. So you went over to the Warforged?
Yes.
What did you,
I had a 21. I have feather out and I'm kind of like
doesn't matter what
looking
you
and poking it.
as you get close to it, you see its eyes start to blink, and you see its fists start to like ball up, and it starts pulling itself across the floor, and it says, "The Lord of Blades will be your doom." And that's what we're doing tonight.
Wah, wah, wah.
Hey guys, I got a map of the dungeon.
Yeah, you got a dun.
Hell yeah. 2 done in a nose.
You just got to find the master key, and you're done.
Yeah.
Alright. Got this dungeon on lock.
Yeah. So, like I said, you guys came in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are now here.
You came in here. This was the stairway down. This was the rusted door. Actually, give me that map because this is my map that I use. Well, this is my map without all the secrets on it. This was the rusted door, and this was the trapped one with the poison that came into here. This door right here was the
Is
one
that the
shot out the
auditorium?
hounds. Yeah, the black pudding was over here. Then you came around. This is where you fought the horde rats. This is where you found the compass. Came around. This was the door, the iron cage room with this door with the DC 24 lock. I'll show you in the notes that it's a 24.
No shit. Wow.
And then this is the room that you're in right now with the big huge Warforged and the map.
Okay.
You will notice that on that map, for some reason, when I did the like sepia and everything, this corridor went away.
Oh, nice.
So this is, it should be there, it's just not. So I'll print out more copies of this so everybody
We're
can have
still
it.
streaming.
Oh yeah, I should stop it.
The map.
Anyway,
The map.
I started explaining stuff
map,
that
map,
was nonsense.
Thanks for watching Monty Python's Order Arcana.
Map.
Thanks for watching A Dance in the Dark tonight. Until next week, play some more freaking D&D.
Hell yeah.
Matt and map. Matt.
Me?
and map.
No.